It was one of the wildest takes. I didn't think
Yeah.
that
Barry
I ever
Sanders
hear
is
the words
him.
of Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders in the same breath of each other.
Everybody's putting L host in the chat. That's
Right, Floyd?
Yeah,
crazy.
they spamming L
Did it
host.
work?
My man's lagging and stuff.
Everything's
Man.
lagging.
Oh man, they about to get you. Your rank about to
Wow.
go down. Oh man,
Uh-oh.
your rank
Better
about to
call.
go
Who's your
down.
internet provider? I better call,
Yeah,
bro.
you get
I don't
you
I don't
looking
want to see
Yeah,
any
here we
digital.
go.
names because
You looking
nah, you
grainy.
lagging,
Oh
bro.
man. Oh man.
You lagging.
You might have to just mute yourself for and let Uncle Fluent host this thing.
Ooh-wee.
Let me, him, and Ben just shoot the
Here we
shit
now.
for the next 2
Nah,
hours.
you need to just
Now.
drop off and come back.
Yeah. Just get
Just
this
go. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
go. Okay, listen. There's a narrative that Dub was telling me before we got on the air here. He said the more he looks at the matchup between the Seahawks and the Niners,
Say it.
he thinks that the Seahawks could take this one.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I'm shaking.
And I gotta tell you, I normally don't agree with anything Seahawk related. I don't agree with anything about Geno Smith related. I don't agree with Dub. I think he might have a point. I think the Seahawks might have a point.
Let's talk about
Oh
it.
man.
Do the Seahawks have a chance? It's a division matchup. We always know those are tight. You got a quarterback who's never played in the playoffs. Never. Like, this is his first year playing. Like, Geno Smith's never been in the playoffs either. Is there a chance? Because I had the Niners in a rout. I had the Niners in a rout.
Right.
Ben, you want to go first? Should we save the best for last? Let me get mine. I got a short one. You're a Seahawks fan. I think you deserve to really have the floor with this.
So you want? All right. So Ben.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a legitimate shot at beating the 49ers?
Well, it is a divisional game. The last 2 games when we played them, they won, but that was a regular season game. I think Geno Smith and them boys know the situation they're in right now and all that type stuff, and they got a game plan for the 49ers. If the 49ers do win, I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be probably 3 points, like that. But I trust in my team, and our defense been playing great for the last 4 games, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. I got faith though.
I want to know right now, before J Rob gives his take. I want to know right now who you picking for the game. No. It took too long. Come on, who you picking? Don't think about it. Who you picking?
Man, I'm picking the Seahawks for them odds, baby. Them odds is through the roof.
I don't know, man.
Let me double check that again.
I got faith in my team, but at the same time, I don't want to be. I don't want to be biased either.
Be biased. Why not? I'm biased all the time.
Be biased, bro. It's not even biased. If you
be biased, bro.
Listen.
No one
Ben.
likes someone who sits on the fence.
Yeah, listen, Ben. Listen. I think y'all have a good chance. Divisional game. The 49ers already beat them 2 times in one season. It's extremely difficult to beat a team 3 times in one season.
It is.
Geno Smith isn't that bad. And it's a divisional game, bro. And the X factor right here is Geno Smith. If Geno has those mid-tier games he had the last time that he played them, then that's where I'm like, you know what, you guys aren't gonna win that. But if he steps up, hey, bro, I think y'all could pull it off, bro. No cap, I really think y'all could. Every game y'all have had against them has not been a blowout. Y'all have not been getting blown out by them.
I personally feel like I'm going to pick the Seahawks to upset the 49ers. One, I'm not going to put too much confidence in Brock Purdy in his first playoff game in his career after his start. At some point, I'm not saying.
Hold on, but isn't it Geno Smith's first playoff start?
True.
It is.
But I'm going to take the vet over the rookie in this regard. And 2, I said this in the Discord. I just personally think it is really hard to beat a team 3 times in a row in the same season. You already got them twice. You get a third chance at redemption. You have all the time in the world to make all the adjustments needed for this game. You've played them twice. You know their tendencies. You know what you've personally been bad at in both games. And then you have this opportunity with your defense really playing. And like I said, remember I said this earlier, Ben, when they get to that end of the year, let's see how hot this Seahawks defense can get on the back end of the season. Over the last few weeks, this is the best I've seen it at this point. I'm nervous about that run defense for sure. Still nervous, but I do think the 49ers may feel like, they may look past the Seahawks. They may be looking towards the future. I give the Seahawks a great shot to win this game, and so I'm going to pick them in an upset over the 49ers.
Do y'all?
I don't know.
I think that.
I just want to say I have the 49ers by 49, and you guys have not said anything to convince me yet. I need more substance. Tell me why. Just Geno Smith being a veteran, or Purdy being his first playoff game. I can't. In his first playoff game too. You have it. Come on. I need you to.
I can give you. The problem is, on paper, 49ers are a better team, better defense, better offense, better run game. I would even maybe debate better offensive coaching right now. So the issue is, I can't give them the nod in terms of finding a legitimate argument to tell you that they're going to win the game just due to the 49ers being really on paper a bit superior. I think maybe outside weapons, maybe the Seahawks may have a bit better tandem. But ultimately, if you look on paper, the 49ers are the better team. So it's hard to say, like, if I use this stat or that stat. I'm really going with the idea that I think it is – I'm going with football. Like, I'm just going with, like, personal knowledge. Like, I'm just going with my own experiences. I know it is hard to beat a team 3 times in a row in the same season. So I know the Seahawks are going to make every single adjustment and do everything that they've done wrong in the first 2 to try to be great in this one. So we'll see. And maybe they can find something on Brock Purdy, because he might be the wild card in this, to make his day hard. Because, you have enough time to see what does he not do great. Maybe you can exploit something in that regard, because he's a rookie. May not be there yet in a certain area of his development. So, I don't really have a real explanation, and that is hard to find one.
I think a good explanation to go with, and one of the strong points, is the fact that number one is a divisional team, and the fact that trying to defeat a divisional team 3 times in one season is just something that's extremely difficult to do. On top of that, the last game where they played each other, Niners offense wasn't really going crazy. They wasn't blowing them out. The Seattle Seahawks was doing their job. The offense was not being able to get the things going, mainly because Kenneth Walker, I don't know if he was hurt that game, I don't remember, but he really wasn't getting things going. So if they're using Kenneth Walker, and Kenneth Walker is having a good game that he does,
that running game got
and then the running game has to be up there a lot, and then that will open up the field for Geno Smith, Tyler Lockett, and DK Metcalf to make some plays. I mean, listen, bro.
Hey, Dub,
they could pull it off.
Dub, are you with J-Rob saying that you think they might, like, they can win? That they pulling up to it?
Right now, Trent, Dub.
It's a long shot.
I already told
right now, Dub, Ben, and J-Rob think the Seahawks.
I already told J-Rob, if they win, I'll say I'm 200, bro. Because I literally can't. I can't. Like, bro, it's like, bro. I know, Dub, you underrate the Niners crazy.
It's not.
Underrating
them.
Me and Trev will shave our heads if the Seahawks win.
I ain't coming. I'll send the money though. But I know Ben and Seahawks fans, so fine. But like J-Rob, like
we some of that NIL.
I'm sorry, bro. Like I feel like besides the Dolphins and the Ravens, because Lamar probably not, they have like the worst luck to win, bro. Like I can't see it, bro. Like
it's a long shot. Hey,
who knows? Any given Sunday, I know it's of course.
That's what I'm banking on. I am banking on any given Sunday, fellas. That is.
I'm not really mad at that.
So of all the teams that could upset this weekend, you think it's the Seahawks?
Yeah, because I don't think the Buccaneers and the Cowboys are really an upset. Brady is 7-0 against the Cowboys in his career, and the Cowboys going Cowboy. And then also, I know the Giants are technically the underdog on paper, like to the betting world. But let's be real about that Vikings defense. That thing is god awful. And I think the Giants can easily upset them because they don't got a good O-line either, and the Giants have a great defense. They can figure it out with Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is going to easily gash that defense. So
no, if nothing else, listen, I know we were talking about Seahawks and Niners, but if nothing else, the Giants are built like the way a playoff team should be built,
Facts.
right? Running game, defense, and as long as your quarterback doesn't lose it for you, you have a shot in every playoff game. Absolutely.
Right.
Nah, yeah, the biggest upset.
That's a fact.
I think the game though probably is the upset game. The upset pick of the week is the Seattle Seahawks.
It
Bro.
has to be.
Yeah.
Because
has
the
to be,
Ravens,
though.
Really?
Because
I think
Ravens
they're the
have no
Cinderella story.
chance. I don't
the
think the
Dolphins have
Ravens.
no
They're not
chance
gonna
because
have
Tua's
Lamar.
out. Dolphins
They
have
won't
no
have
chance.
Lamar. They don't have Lamar. Dolphins won't have Tua.
Exactly.
I think
The
the
So you don't
Giants.
think you don't think my Jags going in and beating the Chargers is a big
That's
is the
not-
biggest
that's not
Is
upset?
really-
that an
I don't think that's an
upset?
upset.
Is that an
I don't think
upset?
I mean, that ain't ridiculous
I don't
either.
think it's really an upset.
Is-
I ain't
that's
gonna lie.
ridiculous?
I don't think that's.
That don't feel like an upset to me, you know, because they beat them 38-10 this year.
Wait,
And the
but
Jags
no.
Ain't ridiculous.
Herbert was hurt, and then there was no wide receiver.
I'm
so
just
it can't
saying,
be
I
like
don't think
that.
they are afraid to win that. I don't think they're afraid of the Chargers, and I also don't think even if they were at full strength, the Chargers are head and shoulders a better team than the Jags.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think the Chargers are that much better than the Jaguars.
All
I
right.
think the Niners are that much better than Seattle, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling y'all.
exactly.
Listen,
Right. That's how I
thought-
think. I think exactly. That's the best way to put it.
I thought picking the Jags to go in and beat Justin Rivers in Los Angeles was an upset, but okay.
Justin
Son, if
Rivers
he-
is crazy.
Justin
Rivers is
Justin
crazy.
Rivers is crazy.
Yo, if he
That might be
Would
his
you
name.
prefer Philip Herbert? I don't.
That's crazy.
You know what?
Wow.
This is what y'all gonna
no.
do. This is what y'all gonna do. Are y'all gonna sit here if Herbert loses this game? Are y'all gonna criticize him?
I haven't
after
stopped criticizing him.
It depends.
After
I'll be
I'm not.
consistent. I'll be consistent.
Wow.
It depends how he plays.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna just say this. What y'all gonna say now about this winning don't matter. We already know what he is as a talent. We already know. Can we get a
Listen.
playoff game?
You know how I know winning matters? Because Philip Rivers is like 5th or 6th in every quarterback stat, and we all say he stinks. Why? Because he didn't win.
I mean, nobody thinks
Nah,
Herbert stinks. It's
But
that-
people was really on Herbert though because he
Hey,
didn't have a chance to make the playoffs.
Trent, look, that man had the first offense in the nation, first defense, and
I mean, that's
It
an
didn't
anomaly.
make the playoffs.
That's an anomaly. though. That's an anomaly. I've never seen that before in my life.
that's
Right,
bullshit. That
man,
ain't no excuse for that, Trent. No
Man, what you about
excuse.
to say?
No, I was saying, people was really criticizing Herbert though this year because he didn't make the playoffs. They're like, oh, we haven't seen him in the playoffs or nothing like that.
Yeah, you had what's her
Yeah.
name? Taylor.
But-
Taylor. What was that? Jordan Taylor or something like that. What's her name?
Joy Taylor.
That was on
Jordan
the show?
Taylor. Yeah, like
Taylor
what's going with her?
Mathis. Taylor Mathis.
She
Taylor
too
Mathis.
Mathis.
fine,
Oh,
yo.
okay.
She too fine to be talking like that, bro. Be so wrong, bro. Like, what's wrong with her, bro?
She wasn't wrong though. Nah, she
Nah,
wasn't
she
wrong.
too
kept,
fine to be
Joy
too
Taylor
wrong,
kept her
bro.
in perspective. You know,
Nah.
she kept it in perspective. That's what she was supposed to do.
Nah, she
At the
too
end of
long
the
to
day,
be
I
thinking
said
like that,
this
bro.
on the Players' Choice show way when I first started coming on Players' Choice. The biggest issue that I find with some of this Justin Herbert stuff is when it came to Lamar Jackson, as spectacular as he was, the biggest knock was this playoff thing. From every angle, the fans, from the fans to the media, everybody. That was easily the knock on him. Then Justin Herbert comes into the NFL, and he was phenomenal out the gate too. But because it looked a little bit more prototypical to certain people, him not making a
He's
playoff game,
6'5". He's got the arm.
he looks
Yeah,
good. He got the flowy
talent.
hair. He looks like sunshine.
Yeah.
So because of all of that,
Sunshine.
nobody
I understand.
held
I
him.
understand.
Nobody
J-Rob.
held him to the same standard. So because I do it, I seem like this Justin Herbert hater. When I see the talent, bro, but that talent gotta lead to wins, bro. Because like Floyd Chester says, he's not trying to say Justin Herbert is Phillip Rivers, but if all this guy has is a bunch of numbers, I mean, that's where you're headed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to get any easier. Joe Burrow's here to stay. Mahomes is here to stay. Lamar, Allen, Caleb Williams is down the pipeline.
There's
some guys that'll be there.
there's 6 to 8
Trevor Lawrence is here to stay.
really good quarterbacks in the AFC in his
Yes.
conference, and more
In his
coming,
conference.
and more coming.
And CJ Stroud or Bryce Young will probably be in a Colts uniform. So if they're good, there's another one. So who knows?
Do y'all hear me? Am I lagging right now?
No, you good.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
you now. We got you now.
Yeah, cool. Nah, because it was going in and out, so I wasn't sure. I heard everything you said, J. Rob. I like that though. I get it because I think that's the issue with Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert fans. For some reason, they don't hold the same energy. They provide excuses for both sides, and both the sides. I can understand the context with Lamar. I can understand the context with Herbert. But when you criticize one guy and not the other, that's when I sit here and I just don't like these conversations when you compare the two. You feel me? So I get it. The playoff thing with Lamar, but then Herbert's never been in playoffs. I get it. But that what's her name? Taylor, yo? She broke
Taylor
my heart
Mathis. Taylor Mathis.
Taylor Mathis. She broke
It's
my
just
heart
that
when she
like,
was doing that, man.
bruh, it just depends how you play. If he like go all out and he ball and they lose, we just gotta see how they lost. So like, if he play bad though, I see why he'll get the criticism.
No, don't do that because you said in the chat.
again,
No, you can't do that. You can't
people
do that.
people say depending on when you say he played good, like watching the game and you see he played good, or when most people look at the end of the game and say, oh, he had great stats.
No, you said to me in the Discord, Trent, today. You said to me in the Discord today, Ben, you were there. Yeah. So tell me if I'm lying. Trent said to me, I said, if Geno loses, because you said you'll send me $200 if Geno beats the 49ers. But you also came out here and I asked, I said, but what if Geno plays a good game, but they lose by like 3, but he plays a great game? You said he still wrote back.
No, I said he still wrote back before the playoff game. You know that. I said that.
Ben, you were. Ben,
you want me to go the screenshot?
That was in the Discord chat.
Yeah, I can go the screenshot. Like, he can still play good. I already said he wrote back because these last 2 games, like even his last game.
Oh, you're saying he already wrote back?
He already wrote that. So I said, listen, he already did.
I'm about to say.
That's what it was.
If he ball out, if Geno ball out,
and
what's the name? They lose, then that's not no Geno. I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. I'm about to say you can't do that to him. Well, we can do it to Justin Herbert though, because he's a top 5 quarterback, right? So
what you mean?
Different for him.
What's different?
Standards.
What is different?
He's top
standards?
5. He's top 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he play bad, you can kill him.
Geno's not a top 5 guy. You gotta.
Yeah, he not.
Look, to me, you know who Joy Taylor? Shout out to Joy Taylor. She said this to me today. Well, not to me. She said this to the world today. That I thought made a lot of sense. I think Fluent would agree with this. He said during the season. She said during the season, and I thought this was a great point. This is a great point. And that's why I got to bring it. It's a great point. She said during the regular season, right? We talk about like the good teams, like teams are good, whoop-de-woo. We give credit to teams when they win. But when we get to the playoffs, who gets all the credit for every win in the playoffs? Usually. The quarterback. So who deserves the blame when they lose because of the stakes of this certain area in the season?
Also, question, J-Rob, do you I also got a question for you. Do you think like don't seem as an excuse, but do we all kill quarterbacks on their first playoff game? I'm just asking. I'm damn.
Yeah, Lamar did. He got killed on his first one.
Well, I don't do that. And that's not right. Lamar was like
Lamar got killed his first one. I think Cam got killed for his first 2 playoff games. Everybody who didn't play well in a playoff game.
Because we can also put first play like we did with Kyler Murray. He played bad. He had what's his name? He had his best weapon.
I'm just saying we can do the context thing, but Lamar Jackson first playoff game.
Yeah, he got. Well, you know why he
got blasted. He got murdered.
You know, which was stupid.
I ain't gonna lie.
It was stupid.
It was dumb. Like we know no way why people kill him.
Yeah,
but then the second one.
The second one was bad too.
One, boy.
But still, at the end of the day,
he had 500 yards total himself, though. I mean, like, he did ball.
Yeah, but he had 500 yards total by himself, and he still got crucified for his performance.
I mean, like that's kind of OD. Though.
I think he had a bad game.
That's how it goes, though. But I think he had a bad game too.
I think he still had a bad game, even though
I think it was 50-50. Like he was bad.
I think he played great on the back. He had a very Dak Prescott-esque game. Played good on the front end. Played bad in the front end. Played good on the back end, so the numbers look good. That's what Dak does. So.
We got the real bad bud here, boy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anybody else
Why you got the tank top on? Why you got the
I mean, I could turn my camera off and put a video on.
It's too late. It's too late. My bad.
This man,
my bad. I got jokes, man.
What's good, G baby? What's
What's going on? Shout out, y'all. You know.
Yeah, what up, GK?
Any given Sunday.
What up, GK?
Any given Sunday. GK's in here. Word.
Yeah, shout out GK.
Word, GK.
I still got smoke with you, GK. I still got smoke with you, GK.
GK, come on the other side, bro. Come on, feel me.
I got super chat from Sports PSP, man. Sean Payton needs to go to Arizona. And another super chat from MC Robinson. Fluent, is this Fluent, is this rumor about your Bears true? The Bears thinking about trading Justin
Yeah, I
Fields to
love
get
you though,
Bryce
G.
Young.
I love you though. I love you, bro.
Is that true? Is that true? The Fields true?
Let me see. Hold on. What is it, Fluent? Is this rumor true about the Bears thinking about trading Justin Fields to get Bryce Young?
That would be crazy.
I haven't heard it. I've heard a rumor about them trading the first flipping picks with Arizona and other stuff for D-Hop. I have not heard. If they don't feel like Fields is the guy, like this is what I said.
It's a rule.
The Bears are in a bad situation. The Bears are in a bad situation. Because I think winning the first pick actually made their life more difficult. And I've said this again. I don't know that they'll do it, but if I was the GM, I'd call everybody in the league and say, okay, what are you offering for the first overall pick? What are you offering for Justin Fields? And whichever one got me more stuff, because they need help on the O-line. They need help on the D-line. They need a wide receiver. They need so many things. If you can get multiple picks, then that's what you do. That's what you do.
Yeah, but I don't think you guys are going for a quarterback. I think it is really smart though for what your GM said in that press conference, because
he got to test the waters.
But he also upped the value of that number one pick. Now I feel like
of course,
you gotta add value to it. So even if I don't know what he's thinking, but let's say he's not even thinking about getting a quarterback. The smartest thing to do is make these other GMs think he might stay in at number one to take a quarterback, because of the fact that you're going to get so much value. Really, this number one pick, to me, can change the life of the Chicago Bears completely. Like 180 a team. I think it could 180 a team in a year type of flip with this type of capital that they got with this pick.
Listen, the beauty about the NFL, that's what I was about to say. The beauty about the NFL is you can go from a 3-win team to a 9, 10, 11-win team in one season. And when you look at the Bears, and there's other teams, here, let me give you an example. Last year, the Lions were 2-8, 2-6 in one-score games, and they won 3 games. This year, that number dropped to 4 one-score games that they lost, and they're 9-8. Well, let's look at the Bears this year. They won 3 games. They were 1-7 in one-score games. Now you have Justin Fields, who we think is going to be the guy. We think you have the number 1 overall pick, and you have the most cap space. So, of course, if they do the right things, there's no reason why they can't win 9. That's the beauty of the NFL. There's no reason why they can't. Now, I agree. The big part was if they do the right things, right, and stay healthy. Yeah, that's the toughest part, right? That's the toughest.
Before you go, G baby, let me ask you this question, Fluent. If you're the GM of the Bears, I got the number 1 pick. I call the Raiders. I was saying this in the chat today. I'm in the Discord. You call the Raiders. You say, I'll give you the number 1 pick for Devontae Adams. And what's my guy's name? The defensive end.
Crosby.
Max Crosby. Their spot in the first round. So you go from 1 to I think 7. I want to say you go from 1 to 7. Who says no?
Not me.
You're not rocking with it, or you would say no?
No, take it. Done. Let's do it. Yeah.
Done. I think you can do it. I think if you're trying to blow up if the Raiders are really trying to blow up the team, I think you do it. Get off that money.
Now here's the thing. If you're trying to lure, and I don't know if we're going to talk about the QB carousel, but if you're trying to lure Brady, Rodgers, whoever quarterback, you can't get rid of Adams. You got to keep Devontae Adams.
Right.
That's the reason. That's the reason a good quarterback will go to the Raiders.
Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders. Woo.
No, it's more. I think it's Brady's more realistic.
I like it though.
Brady's more realistic because of the Josh McDaniels thing.
How would that work? That isn't he, what's the name? Aaron Rodgers like a big bag.
But so they're gonna trade. I think they're trading him.
No, he's doing the Brett Favre thing. It's so funny. Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre supposedly didn't get along, but they're exactly the same person. If you don't let me out of my contract, I'm gonna retire. Right? Trade me to the Minnesota Vikings. No, fine. I go to the Jets. I play a year so that I can go to Minnesota the year after. It's so funny. They only won 1 Super Bowl. Everything. If you look at their careers, dude, and it didn't help the young guy coming up, right? Brett Favre was like, F you, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, F you, Love. They're the same dude. They're the same dude.
What you got to say, G, baby?
Fluent. If you're a Bears fan, would you not just trade out of the pick, go get some help, tank for Caleb? Like, just go ahead, take this year. So you got the number 1 pick. Just go have a meeting with Justin Fields like you since you got Justin Fields, you're exploring all options, right? Why not
That's
ship him
such
off?
a bad decision.
No.
That is
No. I agree. But I'm asking Fluent as a Bears fan. If basically your GM, because Justin Fields is, they telling everybody Justin Fields might be available. You ship him off for some picks. Hey, you ship off this number 1 pick this year. Like, you ain't even got to trade back far. You can trade back with the Colts. As far as I'm concerned, you still get a package. Ship off Justin Fields. Go get some O-line help and go get a little bit of defensive help. Tank for Caleb.
Oh, no.
I don't know if you watch college football. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Not as much as you guys do. So I'm assuming Caleb's probably the next great quarterback for next year. So
He's Mahomes Jr. I ain't gonna lie. He's baby home.
Here's the problem. I feel like every team that we say, hey, go do that, ends up, because don't forget the coach wants to win games. They somehow screw it up. They'll play better. They'll go 8-9. They'll go 7-10, and they won't get the first pick. And now they got nothing. So you don't give up possibly 2 franchise quarterbacks in Young and Fields to hope that you go last again. No, I think you're risking too much.
And it's not my idea. I've seen like
I hear what you're saying.
Talk about trade Justin Fields. So I just want to know how you felt about it. It's not my idea.
As a Bears fan, here's how I feel about it. Go look at their first round picks in history. They all stink. We never get it right in the first round. Never. Justin Fields is the closest thing to a good first round pick we've ever had. So just don't screw it up. That's all. They'll screw it up.
No, they're not going to screw it up. The Bears,
they're good in the third round. Not good at first.
This is the moment the Bears changed their franchise. That number 1 pick was a blessing by the football gods to change your lives. And y'all going to change your lives, bro. I believe it. I just feel like it. I feel like it's worth it. Y'all did the right thing. Y'all moved off Roquan. That number 1 pick, you get so much equity with it. There's a lot of teams desperate for quarterbacks. There's a lot of players who are good, who teams don't want to pay for right now.
I hope y'all get better.
Y'all can really do it.
We was talking about it before. We was talking about it before, Flowing with DeAndre Hopkins, and the Cardinals thinking about fishing DeAndre Hopkins. If the Bears go ahead and acquire DeAndre Hopkins somehow, you're getting Justin Fields' help. You still got
Moody, Claypool.
Listen, you got Moody as a second guy, Claypool there. That's going to alleviate a ton of things and open up the field for a ton for Justin Fields. So then you just got to work on the O-line. Khalil Herbert isn't that bad. The guy gets your defense up.
I mean, Herbert and Montgomery, I think, as a tandem, I think is actually a good running back tandem. I'm with you. That's, again, in a perfect world. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I want y'all to get the weapons. I want y'all to get everything you need so that way there's no excuse when we look down the line and say Trevor Lawrence is better. That way we can't use the excuse.
Relax, bro.
I don't know that that's a big debate?
It's not
with some people.
Trevor Lawrence probably is better.
There's no reason to think Trevor Lawrence, he's the better prospect, but and he's I don't. They're very different quarter. It's so tough to compare those two. They're so different.
No, yeah, but all jokes aside, I want Justin Fields because the stigma on Ohio State quarterbacks. I would hate for Justin Fields to be just another Ohio State quarterback.
Yeah, that part kind of sucks. That's true.
Yeah, I want him to be the one to not be to break that stigma.
Got you.
We're about to go crazy, man.
I'm gonna get into the title of the video, bro. A lot of these coaches that they just fired this past Monday actually did deserve to be fired. We got Matt Rule, who got fired from the Carolina Panthers. Frank Reich got fired from the Indianapolis Colts. Nathaniel Hackett got fired from the Denver Broncos. Lovie Smith got fired from the Texans, and then Cliff Kingsbury finally got fired after that was long overdue. There's a few. What you got, baby?
No, because you just reminded me because I'm never really one to get into this bag, but this is the second year in a row that Houston has fired a one coach, and this is the second time this has happened to Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
So Lovie Smith and David Coley can get fired after one season with the worst situation possible. But Cliff Kingsbury gets to keep his job for 3 years?
Yeah, I think the Texans.
But
nonsense. Nonsense.
I think the Texans are a joke of a franchise. They are a joke, bro.
Like how long did Jeff Fisher have his job?
They use Lovie Smith.
You know what I mean? I've never wanted to get in this bag, but this is
And Lovie Smith was a token, and they use him as a token. They mad at that man for winning a football game, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, you guys are wrong.
David Coley.
I want you to know you guys are wrong.
Back to back.
Yeah, bro.
I want you to know that you guys are wrong. Anyone who thinks they fired him because he won that game, you're wrong.
I don't think that personally.
I think they told him before that he was getting fired.
They told him this is your last game. Yeah, they told him this is your last game, so he said,
I'm not personally saying that. I'm saying that's what I've seen. People say like, "Oh,
okay.
No," but
I'm sticking. If I'm standing on the fact that they told him this is your last game, and he went, "Cool, I'm taking the first pick with me." And good for him. And good for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Derek Carr to the Saints. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Anyways,
I'm not gonna hold you, Jay, baby. I'm with you because when I was reading through the coaches on who got fired, I looked at I was like, Lovie Smith after 1 year.
Like how do you put nobody coaches? You could have had Bill Belichick. Who's that dude? I'm gonna forget his name. You could have had Bill Belichick, George Halas. I always forget the Green Bay guy. Who's the Green Bay guy?
LaFleur.
No, like they're the greatest coach of all time.
Oh, Lombardi.
Lombardi. You could have Don Shula. That team's not winning. So to try to put that on the coach, I think is ridiculous.
Especially after 1 year.
I think he was a token after everything that happened with Deshaun, to be honest.
But David
Coley, that would have been
Coley.
That would have been Coley.
I think they did better with David Coley.
I think they used both of them, man. It's just like, because at the time, I think there was a lot of like tension, obviously, what was going on.
Well, I'll say this.
With everything that was going on, I think they were just like, they were good image guys.
I don't shy away from controversy. 2 years in a row, there's been 8 head coaching positions available. So I'll be the one that calls it out. Okay. 8 head coaching positions, and last one hired in both years is the Houston Texans hiring a black head coach. Period. And that's it. Like, don't tell me and then they get fired after losing on a crappy team.
It's for sure because he's black.
I hate what they're doing. I hate what they're doing.
I just think they were tokens, bro. They were just they were just tokens, bro. Like they were tokens.
Matt Rule was on the Carolina Panthers. He went 2019, they went 5-11. Matt Rule gets on there. They went 5-11 again. In 2021, they went 5-12. Then this season they went 7-10, and then it doesn't make sense. A guy literally was in his Matt Rule was in a situation.
Kingsbury first year. Sorry, Kingsbury first year, Lovey first year. They both stunk. They both stunk. 3 games, 4 games.
Did he even have a winning record at Texas Tech?
No. That's why everybody was shocked he got the job. That's why everybody was shocked he got the job. He wasn't winning at Texas Tech.
Bro, he failed upwards, bro. He was about to be the offensive coordinator at USC, and he like fell forward, bro, and got the Arizona Cardinals job.
The only reason they hired him is because you coached Mahomes, so maybe you can coach Kyler. That's literally why they hired him.
Mm-hmm.
Like no other rhyme or reason to it. Like he wasn't good at Texas Tech, but oh my gosh, he coached Mahomes, generational guy. Maybe you can change Kyler.
That's how Nathaniel Hackett. That's why the Broncos like Nathaniel Hackett.
Why do you think Josh McDaniels keeps getting jobs?
Right.
Brady.
Why did remember that guy that got the job for the Browns, Freddie Kitchens?
Yeah,
because Baker liked him, which was so.
Baker liked him.
I still to this day.
As you can see, fellas, how does that work out? Just because the quarterback likes him, it doesn't seem like that ends well.
I'll put it like this. I know because you brought up Freddie Kitchens. This is a side note, but I think things in Cleveland could have been so much different if Greg Williams would have stayed the head coach. Like, to me, I think that's the best Cleveland team I've seen since before Deshaun Watson eventually is going to be Deshaun Watson again. But, like, that Greg Williams year, I think their defense played the best. I think Baker played his best. And it's like you get rid of I don't understand getting rid of a guy when they clearly have the team playing well and they're winning. Perfect example. The Raiders head coach last year. No, but not even Cleveland. The Raiders head coach last year.
That's what Cleveland does.
I know that's what Cleveland does, but I'm like,
the Browns
really,
like, brown, bro.
But the Raiders did it last year too. The Raiders did it last year too.
Go ahead, GB.
Like everything with John Gruden happening and Henry Ruggs and Hunter Renfro's your only receiver. They were winning. Yeah, they made the playoffs. Their defense was actually playing good. And you get rid of the head coach for Josh McDaniels, who has a history of not being a good head coach. Did he not get a Denver job and went right back to New England because he couldn't hack it?
Because he couldn't cheat no more.
Didn't he get hired by the Colts and take off before the job even started?
Mm-hmm.
People forget that.
Oh yeah, that was Frank Reich, because Frank Reich was.
And then Frank Reich ended up taking the job. Yep.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that, man.
So Frank Reich actually got fired from the Colts as well. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know how I feel about this, bro, because the way I look at it, the Colts. Yeah, because the way I look at it, the Colts have been struggling. They have been struggling to find a quarterback ever since Andrew Luck retired, and they haven't found it. They was looking for Jacoby Brissett for a little bit. They had Phillip Rivers under center. They had Carson Wentz under center. Then this season was their worst season ever since then. And honestly, the offensive line, I mean, bro, I've never seen it like this, where 1 year you're probably the best offensive line in the league. The very next year is like you guys fall off a cliff. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, can I really blame Frank Reich for the position which the Colts are in right now?
Frank Reich is a victim of an owner who's trying to be the next Jerry Jones. He like, just think about it. The GM today or yesterday said, we're going to look for a new head coach and we're going to do an extensive search. But at the end of the day, Mr. Irsay is going to have the final say of who the head coach is. What the does Jim Irsay know about who the head coach should be? Listen, great businessman, apparently, right? Billionaire, did blah, 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 blah. He doesn't know. He doesn't. He clearly does. Wasn't it him that said bench Matt Ryan? And then the new coach comes in and starts Matt Ryan because the guy that when it was a Sam Ellinger, whatever, didn't work out. Dude, why are you telling the head coach who to start? Like that I think Frank Reich, it's hard to run. It's hard to run a team when someone else is in the background who's the owner talking shit. It's impossible. I think it's a no-win situation.
And you're not winning with Carson Wentz as your quarterback. just to say, you're not winning with Carson Wentz either.
Guys, like sorry to all the Cowboy fans, as good as the Cowboys look on paper, because Jerry Jones is also the GM, how much better could that team be if he didn't stick his nose in everywhere? I'm just telling you, they probably have more Super Bowls.
Yeah.
D-Man, what you say? I can't hear you like that.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
It's quiet.
It's quiet. Yeah.
I was trying to say the owner for the Texans, man. He be tripping too. I forgot his name, but yeah, it's like he like a little weird though.
You want to know something though? Weird. Ever since they traded D-Hop, things changed there. Like they got no. How can I say it? They got no vision, like no image at Houston.
Well, yeah, it was more than D-Hop, right? I'm drawing a blank, but the guy who was the coach and the GM, he traded D-Hop. He traded what's his name?
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien, Bill O'Brien. Yeah. He traded everything, like the offensive line. Like he traded, he just here, take this for a package.
He was the coach, he was the head coach and the GM.
Like he got a lot of stuff back either, right?
Yes, he was, J-Rob.
Yes, he was. He was both, right? He was
he was GM and coach. They're crazy.
Crazy. And they still like how the way they operate, man. It's like slave mentality over there, like for real, man. I ain't trying to go that way, but it seemed like it, man. Do my way or the highway type.
I mean, that's the owner that said you can't have the inmates running the yard. You can't have the prisoners running the yard.
Man, yeah, man.
That's so
weird over there.
So, dude. Is Ron Rivera on the hot seat? I ain't gonna lie.
He should be.
Well, real quick before we
he passed the buck. He got his OC fired.
Right
Yeah.
quick.
That's facts.
Before you get to Ron Rivera, I did want to touch on Frank Reich just a little bit more, only because I feel like the Colts just never decided to rebuild. Like when Andrew Luck was gone, they should have just accepted, like, all right, he retired. Hey, we're probably not going because like Phillip Rivers was way past his prime. Like, there's a reason the Chargers moved on from him. You know what I mean? And Jacoby Brissett, shout out Jacoby, but he ain't doing nothing for you. Then they got Carson Wentz and they've reunited him with Frank Reich. So they thought, okay, maybe this is the gear. And then one loss to Jacksonville, all of a sudden Frank Reich, you done with him? You ready to ship him off? Like, I think the Colts just needed to accept, like, okay, we have the O-line, we got JT. Let's just find a quarterback. Let's go draft a guy, not a fourth-round guy. Let's just take a season. Like, let's develop some young guys and let's go find our quarterback. So when Frank Reich gets fired because the situation you in, like I'm kind of off. I was kind of off Frank Reich for giving up on Carson Wentz that soon, even though he's trash. He played good that season to where I don't think he should have been the scapegoat because there was a lot of reasons why y'all didn't make the playoffs, not just him. But nevertheless, the ownership, it's like y'all should have just really tanked. Or just not, I don't want to say tank, but y'all should have just allowed yourself to be bad so y'all can get a quarterback in the draft. Like, you could have got somebody. There were quarterbacks coming out.
But that's replacing guys with bridge quarterbacks.
That's a tough G-Baby. It's easy to say, but when you're a team in a small market that has the opportunity and a team that's ready to win, and you think we're a quarterback away, it's tough to say, let's rebuild, let's just draft someone. Now, to that end, though, you also can't do what they did. In 3 years, they had Phillip Rivers, Jacoby Brissett, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan. So you can't do that either. You need to pick one. I agree with you, a young one, and say, hey, our personality, our whatever, our game, we're going to run the ball. We have the best offensive line at the time. We have the best offensive line in football. We have a stud running back, right? We have a good defense. So let that be who we are. Let that be who we are, and let's win games that way. Look at what the Giants did. We're getting Saquon back. Let's focus on defense. Let's be great at defense and run the ball.
I get you. So
that's still the way to win football. That is still the way to win football games. It's not pretty, but it's still the best way to win.
So did you think the Colts were a quarterback away?
I personally thought they were a quarterback and a couple of defensive pieces away. But I think when you have that offensive line and a running game, offensively, you think, hey, we just need a quarterback who can, a quarterback to lead us. Absolutely, yes. Offensively.
I agree. The way they played last year, I mean, they were real stout on defense. Nobody wanted to come over there just blowing them out. Like, their defense was well respected. It looked like it made sense for them to get Matt Ryan, to be honest with you. You got a running game. You ain't really got to force Matt Ryan to be Matty Ice or whatever you thought you were going to get out of him. You just get the best out you can out of Matt Ryan. Let's run the ball and defense go favor us. But it didn't work out like that. But I guess the
O-line wasn't very good either.
Bro, no.
But the O-line played better last year. I don't know why.
I don't know what happened this year. I don't know what
was better last year.
I don't know.
It's weird. Like,
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that O-line. That O-line really fell down a cliff.
Well, you got somebody sitting there doing this and just holding the ball and just holding it could happen.
Nah, don't do that. No, that line
holding that mug for too long. Holding that thing for too long.
But what's it called? There's a couple guys who's also on the hot seat as well. Arthur Smith for the Atlanta Falcons, Dennis Allen for the New Orleans Saints, Josh McDaniels is a guy. In my opinion, should be fun. Josh McDaniel and Derek Carr needs to get up out of there.
He's not going. Carr will be going.
Carr's gone.
Who's gone?
David Carr's gone. David Carr, I think, is done in Vegas, and I think the problem is they got too much money tied up into Josh McDaniels. I think he's got another half a year.
Yeah, leave at least a season, maybe. At least go.
Well, which I think is nuts.
At least 12 games.
Well, there was a report that said the Raiders can't afford to fire Josh McDaniels. They need this year and next year at the least.
At the least, yeah. It's like Denver.
Just have dead cat money.
It's like Denver. They cannot get rid of Russell Wilson. It's just too expensive to get rid of them.
Oh, you seen the end? You seen the end of the scene interview with Russell Wilson, bro? Oh my God. He said, "Yeah, we go." You didn't see it?
What did he say, bro?
Season? No, what did he say? No, I
what
didn't
did he
see
say, bro? What did he say?
Yeah, I mean, he said some
Russ said something
inspirational
again,
stuff,
bro.
you know.
Bronco country, let's ride.
He said some inspirational stuff. He said, you know, we had a lot of trials. You know, we gotta keep our head up, keep going through it. I mean, everything a quarterback's supposed to say. He's just a real cheesy dude, bro. It's just
but
weird,
he's always been that guy. We're picking on him now because he's not playing well. He's always been like that.
See, I didn't, true. Bro. I didn't.
Very
it's
true.
true, but like
when you win, no one cares.
Nobody cares.
Like, I didn't really see it to that first game. He came out the Seattle game like.
No, I always knew he was. No, everybody knew he was a little.
Hold on, you guys are probably too young.
You don't remember that boy at Wisconsin, man? Come on, now.
You guys are
don't for real, honestly.
Are you? I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Are you guys old enough to know that that movie with Kevin Costner, where he plays like in the Bull Durham?
No.
He's like a catcher for a minor league baseball team, and they got like a superstar pitcher, and he's like, dude, you got fungus on your slippers, and he goes, yeah, so what? I don't wash my slippers. He goes, nah, listen, when you're not that good, that's considered disgusting. When you're a star in the big leagues, that's considered eccentric. That's Russell Wilson. He's always talked crazy, but he was winning, so no one cared. Now he stinks, and he's crazy. Like he's the same dude.
Yeah,
he's the same
I understand that, Fluent.
No, you're definitely right.
No?
But I got an agenda to push for next year.
Broncos, number 1 seed in the AFC West.
Russell Wilson comeback. Watch.
Oh my.
Broncos
Yes,
country.
you know what, Trent?
Let's
You know what,
ride.
Trent?
Go ahead, Ben. Say
Russ going to be back in the top 10 conversation. He's going
Like for getting Denver a top 10 draft pick?
No, top 10 quarterback. Because I watched some of that game.
No chance.
All right, y'all saying this now? Okay. Y'all said I was crazy about Herbert not being top 5.
If Russ gets Sean Payton, I'm willing to rock with that sentiment. I ain't gonna lie. I should get a different.
Sean Payton going to Arizona.
I watched the
nice and
couple
warm
of games.
I mean, one or the other. You go to Arizona, gonna be good too. The return of Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray gonna make sure y'all don't write his letter back.
Is Russell Wilson even
to me? Wherever Sean Payton go, good offense goes.
Is Russell Wilson?
I forgot what game that was, but Hawks was like, bro, man, I'm wide open, bro.
What you say, G baby?
Is Russell Wilson even better than Daniel Jones right now?
no. He know, and you know he not, and you know he not. J-Rod,
y'all exaggerating this shit, man. This is what
this season, bro.
Russell Wilson is bottom 10.
All right, this year, okay.
This year, this year, of course. This year.
That's fine.
I know I drafted him in my fantasy, but I was mad about that.
I did too.
Man, I'm just saying we have a guy that went from being consensus top 7 for sure elite to bottom 10. Like there's a problem with that. Like I don't think that's something.
No, there's not a problem with that. There's not a problem with that. Mr. Pete Carroll's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, that's
not a problem with that.
What
There's
you
not
mean?
a problem with that, G baby.
That's a lie.
He's a quarterback whisperer. You should expect that. You should expect that. Pete Carroll's a quarterback whisperer.
Hey,
We should
that's
expect
what.
that.
Hey, Russell Wilson being that bad is what let me know he's a quarterback whisperer. Because you can't go from being elite.
So you shouldn't be mad. Then you shouldn't be mad that everyone
maybe.
thinks
You know what? If he
league.
does it again, maybe.
I'm not mad about it. I'm saying Ben talk about, he gonna be back. Yeah, all right.
back at the crib.
We'll see.
Good. There's a
you
good
talk
point.
about Gino writing back. That man submitted his essay week 1.
Does Pete?
That's what Russell Wilson
he
did.
wrote back in the
Submitted
playoffs.
essay.
He wrote
Carroll,
to the playoffs, though.
Does Pete Carroll even fall on the offensive plays?
You know, Dub, I was waiting for you to realize that for like weeks now. I was waiting for you to realize that for weeks. He a defensive coach, man.
I've said that more than once.
Bro, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not.
I like rated R question.
He's gassing it. He's gassing it, bro.
Rated R statement. You see rated R said
this one? I take Daniel Jones over Lamar Jackson. Oh my god.
People like that. The reason why that man ain't getting paid right now.
No, Mookie's the reason why I'm about to start slandering Drew Brees. That's why.
We got to hold on. I gotta ask you guys a question though. Sean Payton, because I think we forget. We keep saying, "Hey, go to the Raiders, go to the Cardinals, whatever." He's still under contract with the Saints. They got to trade for him. They got to give up a lot. I don't know that Sean Payton going to be coaching where he wants to be coaching next year.
I think
are you giving up a first round pick? Are you giving up a first round pick for Sean Payton?
Some people are.
I am.
Hey, I bet the Chargers will. Let the
Cardinals will.
So you think the Chargers? You think the Chargers are going to fire their first-year head coach who took them into the playoffs?
This is your three. Your three.
Justin Herbert took them to the playoffs. Let's not do this.
Brandon, Fluent. I don't know if we've been in the same Herbert conversation, but trust me, Brandon Staley, perfect example. You've already clinched the 5 seed. Why is Keenan Allen, Mike Will, and Justin Herbert playing well into the third quarter in a meaningless game?
They shouldn't. Did Mike Williams get hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's
stupid,
dumb.
Brandon
That's
Staley.
dumb. Yeah, I agree.
He's been doing this all year. Week 3 against the Jaguars. You know Justin Herbert ribs hurt. You lost Rashawn Slater. You getting blown out. Why is Justin Herbert still in the game?
Yeah, it definitely
stupid, Brandon Staley.
It's stupid, and y'all going home this week too. Anyway, so.
I know Trevor Lawrence got that done. Yeah, stop playing with that man down in Duval, man.
Them boys going back to SoFi this week.
But hey, man, Jacksonville gonna be a problem.
Hey, speaking of
years to come,
speaking of
right now.
Sean Payton.
Next weekend, we're gonna see. Next weekend, bro.
Speaking of Sean Payton and everything, I do want to highlight about the Saints and Dennis Allen. Does Dennis Allen deserve to be fired? I think so. I'm not gonna hold you.
You think he should? I think he should go back to what he was if they try. I mean,
not yet.
He needs to go back to what he was doing, but not a head coach. Because in my head, I'm like, I don't know. Gee, baby.
They did go through a lot of things, though.
You want me to be honest? Oh, I'm sorry.
Be honest. No, be honest. Be honest. Because it pisses me off that I had so much expectations of this team and they didn't meet it. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah. I'm with you on that 100%. Matter of fact, we was talking about it earlier in the Discord. If you're not there, go join it. We was talking about it earlier how I feel like with the Saints, I always said if I can get the Jameis I saw when he went 5-2, I felt like we could be Super Bowl contenders. If I don't get that Jameis, I'm not expecting nothing. Not only did I not get that Jameis.
Hold on. Wait. Why were the expectations? Why were the expectations high?
Because
it's not a good football team.
Wait. Because I believed in the defense that we had, and mind you, a lot of this stuff that I was saying was before the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson trade. A lot of this was when I thought he was still going to be on the team. We traded him like right before week 1, and I was like, dang, like we still have a good secondary, but I feel like he's crucial, and he balling for Philly right now. So all of that was before that trade, but even then, I felt we had a top 5 run defense or a consistent top 5 run defense for at least the past 4 or 5 years. I didn't think that was going to change. I thought our secondary just got better. And I thought if nothing else, our defense alone, we would have a year where like the defense would be carrying and all the offense would have to do is be big. But not only did I don't know what you're laughing at, but not only did I didn't get the Jameis that I saw the year before, I also saw oh my gosh. Anyway.
Stop right there, G baby. Let me ask you a question. Stop right there. Hold on. Stop right there. So, how many games has Jameis Winston started?
This year, 3.
No. In his career.
In his career? I don't know. Like 80, probably close to 100.
All right, say 50. Say 50. What makes you think you were going to get the guy from those 7 games?
So the reason why I thought we could still get the guy from
like if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
But he broke his back though this year. He did
sure.
Yeah, he did. But
he broke his back and he tore his ACL the year before.
I'm with you on that, Fluent. But the only reason why I still held hope because when Sean Payton retired,
are you a Saints fan?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so that's why you had hope. Okay,
So
that's why you had hope.
But the only reason
But
the only reason I still had hope is when they hired Dennis Allen. We literally kept the same staff. So I'm thinking, well, we know Sean Payton was calling the plays, but I didn't think Pete Carmichael was this bad on his own. Personally, he's been there for over a decade. He's been there for over. So I'm
leeching off success, bro.
A lot of coaches,
they don't be having no real control over that offense.
And I see that now. I see that.
A lot of coaches are we're tricked. Anyone under Bill Belichick, we're tricked into thinking they can coach, and then they leave. We're like, oops.
G-Babe, you gotta think they're being told what to do all day. They're being told what to do all day.
And I can get with you on that. Just by the way, because honestly, I don't think Andy Dalton was really the problem. I know I come on here, Andy, but all jokes aside, I don't even think he was really the problem. Because when I watched this,
I don't think Max Duggan.
Our play calling, how do you go give Kamara 20 touches one week and then give him 8 the next? That makes no sense. We have Taysom Hill. Use that man. Yeah. There was games he would get 5 plays. There's a stat, I think when Taysom Hill gets 10 touches, we only have 2 losses since he's been there.
So yeah, gotta give him 10 touches. Is he the real MVP?
I mean, I just know when he's the starting quarterback, we have a winning record. So
do you think that Dennis Allen?
Taysom Hill is the starting quarterback? We have a winning record. I think we only have 1 loss in the past 3 years with Taysom Hill starting. I'm not even joking with you right now. That's for real.
He had a little scratch. But people don't figure out that little creative player, man. It ain't working no more.
We run the same play and they still can't stop.
We're gonna change. We're gonna change gears real quick. We're gonna change. Because Dub's lagging.
I'm trying to calm down over here.
Dub's lagging, so we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game for a second, real quick. All right. Let me set it up here and pull it up for you guys. It's really simple. I'm going to show you. We got a bracket. I know you don't understand it right now. Vrabel, Chiefs, Tebow, Bauer, Chargers, Bettis, Milburn, Moss. So we're gonna go from 8 to 4 to 2 and we're gonna pick a champ. Okay. Who had the craziest stat line between these guys? Are you ready? Round 1.
Okay.
Round 1. Mike Vrabel, 12 career receptions, 12 touchdowns, all on offense. The Chiefs in 2014 went the whole season without a TD from a wide receiver. Which is the crazier stat?
Chiefs.
I'll go Chiefs.
2014 Chiefs.
Because I remember back in the day when he used to throw the ball to Mike Vrabel. He had hands in the goal line, red zone. But
he was probably.
It's Chiefs.
It's gotta be.
I vividly remember that season. That's
the
a whole.
They went to the playoffs, bro. And they went to the playoffs, bro.
I mean, but that's still.
You want to talk about game, man? You want to talk about game? You want to talk about game manager, J. Rob? That's the king. That's the
greatest game. Is that the greatest game?
Yes.
That is the greatest game manager
by far.
Yeah,
that's the greatest game manager.
2014 Alex Smith is the greatest game manager of all time.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
How the hell is that possible?
Check down King.
Specialist. GOAT. He the GOAT for that.
Yeah, he the GOAT for that, bro.
All right. Second matchup in round 1.
Who was the wide receiver for those teams? Was Dwayne Bowman there? Was that when Dwayne Bowman was there?
Nah, this
Bo.
is
Bo. Yeah, Bo. Dwayne Bowe.
Dwayne Bowe.
Respect that man's name like that. My man Dwayne Bowe was nice.
Was Watkins still there at that time?
Nah, but they had Jamal Charles though.
Jamal. That's the check down. There you go.
They let you know right there. That's a lie.
Right.
Check down.
That was the first year Travis Kelce.
Get the ball.
Second matchup of the first round. Tebow versus Bauer.
Okay.
So Tebow, 2 for 8, 69 yards, 1 touchdown, and a win versus Kansas City. He played the whole game.
Oh man, I will never pick.
Hold on, Hank Bauer, 18 rushing attempps, 28 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Nah,
we talk about goal line merchant.
I will never rock with SEC Jordan Lynch. I'm gonna just take Hank Bauer.
Whoa, what's wrong with Tebow? You don't remember Tebow?
The question is, which is the craziest stat?
Tim Tebow Tim Tebow is just Jordan Lynch in a Florida jersey, man.
ATD's got to be the craziest one because
Yeah.
I'm not giving a dude props for fucking throwing the ball 2 times. I'm not.
That man had 8 TDs, bro. You got
8 TDs is a lot.
He's even throwing up 8. Okay.
That means the Broncos was really carrying.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Bauer. That's called getting the air on the project and not doing none of the work, bro. That man was a goal. That was a merchant game. Goal line merchant.
He just did the presentation. He didn't do nothing. He just did the presentation.
Yeah, he was the best speaker. Let him speak.
Yeah, no, he wasn't a speaker. He introduced it and closed it. That's all he did. He didn't do anything else.
My dog is throwing this up, though. I'm crying.
That's that one pass he did to Thomas, right? Rest in peace, Thomas, man. That one pass he made.
Rest in peace. But that was his own, D-Man. That was the own.
Tebow was a quarterback for the whole game.
Of his life, bro.
Yeah, he was
the whole game, bro.
Starting quarterback for the whole game.
Hey, but they won. Do you know the score of that game, Fluent?
Yeah, they did win. I don't know. It was like 13-10 or something. I don't know.
He made the plays he needed to make when it mattered most.
Hey, if we want to be real nasty, let's put Mac Jones up here from last season, boy. Remember that?
Yeah.
28 yards.
Hey, nobody was on Mac's head for winning that game. They said, "Hey, we was more on the Bills than Mac. Mac did his job." That's all I'm saying.
I love how every time you say anything negative about Tim Tebow in the NFL, someone in the comments, he was the best college cornerback ever. Let it go. All right, hold on. Next matchup. Next matchup we got the Superchargers. We already talked about them. Jerome Bettis. Here we go. We already talked about it. Number 1 ranked offense, number 1 ranked defense. Missed the play.
That's why he's Phillip Rivers.
How is Justin Herbert Phillip Rivers, bro? If Justin Herbert was
Justin Rivers, or Jerome Bettis.
Justin Rivers is
5 carries, 1 yard, 3 touchdowns.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go with the Chargers, bro. How you
have
the best offense and defense in the league, and you don't make the playoffs, bro?
Nah, my son had 1 yard though.
I can see the Jerome Bettis. That was probably like Jerome Bettis last season, right before he retired.
It looked like he's celebrating it too, huh?
Yeah.
This man Jerome Bettis was.
I'm out of here, cuz. That's it.
Really, I feel like that was a playoff game against the Bears.
Nah, bro, because you a broke man.
When he ran over Urlacher.
My man Jerome Bettis.
Remember when he bent Urlacher in half at the goal line? I think that was that game.
Yeah, he ran over. Yeah,
is this the team that went 9-7?
Yes.
Well, we know they didn't go below 500.
I'll go Chargers.
No way.
Chargers. So who do you got? Are we all on the Chargers?
I got the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll go Chargers. Yeah.
Chargers.
That's crazy.
How do you have the number 1 rank?
I think their special teams was like the worst in the league. I think something like that.
Yeah, Antonio going crazy. I think they had LT Tuesday out there. They were going crazy.
No, they did. I'm looking at it. No, they did it. It was
Rose and baby, your boy LT. You were going crazy.
I don't think he was on this team.
Last round.
Hey, G-Baby, you capping, bro?
When you here? How am I capping?
Bro, Dennis Allen need to go, bro. He need to go.
Oh my God.
He a bad head coach, bro.
Let's finish this. Hold on, move. Get into that right when we finish that. Yeah. Get into that wherever we finish.
We're almost done. Milbum, or Randy Moss.
Randy Moss got to be the thing.
Randy Moss got a crazy stat.
400. Hold on now. 404 scrimmage yards.
No TDs.
Zero touchdowns, and they lost. Milburn, excuse me, or Randy Moss, 3 receptions, 163 yards, 3 TDs.
That was the Thanksgiving game versus the Cowboys, I think.
I'm going Randy Moss.
I'm going.
Hold on, wait, J-Rob, hold on.
Hey, I'm going Milburn. Jalen Hyatt has 6. No, I'm kidding.
I'm going Randy.
4 yards though.
I'm going
Every time my man touched the rock, it was a touchdown, bro.
I'm going with Moss. I'm going Randy Moss.
And he did it on Thanksgiving to the Cowboys.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys.
At that time, that's not just the Cowboys. That's America's team.
What year was that Thanksgiving game? Wait. What year was this Thanksgiving game?
That was like probably like 98, his rookie year.
Oh, okay. This is after they got rid of Jimmy Johnson, right? Yeah. It's the Cowboys. Don't nobody care.
This still I'm not going Randy Moss, bro. 163 and 3 is crazy.
Y'all think it was Milburn?
Bro, that's crazy. Just think about that, Dub. That's crazy.
I've seen games,
bro.
I've seen games though where a team will have a lot of scrimmage yards and.
Hey, I bet whoever.
No. This is one player. No, this is one player. Not a whole team.
No, that was one player.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
That's just
that was one player?
Yeah. That's why I said that's
oh,
crazy,
nah,
bro.
I got left. I got left.
I like Moss, man.
3 receptions, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns.
It's one player?
Yes.
Oh, that's
404 scrimmage yards.
Milburn was
cooking. I don't care if he didn't score.
I got Milburn, bro.
He was cooking, bro.
He ran the field 4 times. He ran the field 4 times.
He was cooking, bro. They couldn't touch him,
give me the ball, you're going to get into the end zone.
And they lost?
And they lost.
Crazy.
And they lost. Like, basically what he was doing was running from the 20 to the 20. That's it. He never made it into the end zone.
They were to go up and down the field, bro. They couldn't score, though.
Couldn't score at all. 400 TDs.
Yeah, I'm going left.
I'm not going to lie. I see Milburn.
So y'all going with Randy Moss?
I'm going Milburn.
I'm going
Milburn. I'm not going to hold you. I thought Milburn.
I'm going with Moss.
I'm going with the GOAT.
I'm not going to lie. I thought that stat was so large. I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way one player did that shit. That has to be like a college team.
Yeah,
3 receptions, 163 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns.
Bro, my man just have 400 yards with no TDs and an L, bro. Give Randy the title.
It could go both ways, though, to me, man. It's
oh,
crazy,
man.
That
well, if you think of success, Randy Moss clearly, like, that's ridiculous. Three receptions, 3 touchdowns, 160. But when you think of like craziest stat, and don't forget that's what we're voting on. 404 scrimmage yards and no touchdowns, and you lose. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But Milburn don't really. I'm not really feeling it because that means Milburn his ass was getting tackled at the 2.
Yeah.
Maybe they were taking him out. Maybe they were taking him out when they got down there.
He was running
even worse.
He do this in Denver. He did this in Denver.
He did this in. He did this. He was a Denver player. And I believe the game was against the St. Louis Rams.
They had John Elway then. Look like they had John Elway then. That kind of draft.
That's crazy.
Terrell David probably.
So did we decide? We need a show of hands. Let me just quickly and then I'll reset for round 2. Who's got Milburn? I got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Majority rules.
I like
majority rules. 5. All right. So Milburn is into the second round. Mookie, you could talk about your firing, and I'll be back with round 2 in 30 seconds.
Bro, the Derek Carr Allen combo going to be crazy. Man.
Well, Dennis Allen needs to go. If you look at the Saints throughout most of the year, we have been an undisciplined team. Hold on.
Yeah, he's a Saints fan. Yeah, he's a diehard.
I'm a diehard Saints fan. We've been an undisciplined team. If you look at how many penalties we was giving up, we were top 5 in the league in penalties given up. There's no leadership. Dennis Allen looked so clueless on the sideline. Don't know what the hell to do. Right? There's no way that we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers at the time. Was one of the worst teams in the league to double digits. He blew that game against the Bengals. Right? And if you look at the game against the Buccaneers, well, he's up 2 touchdowns with 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. If you look at his play calling, it was horrible. This man, Dennis Allen, if you look at his record as a head coach throughout the whole season since he's been a head coach, it's been bad. It's been bad. He's supposed to take over a team that was perfectly set up for him, right? You got a great defense, right? You got the weapons that you had. Yeah, they've been in and out. They've been injured and stuff like that. But the leadership, what was Dennis Allen leadership? The man looked clueless on the sideline. He got to go. Get him out of New Orleans. Either demote him to the offensive or defensive coordinator position or get him out of there, bro. We don't need him, bro. Go ahead, GB.
I have a question. So do you not put any stock into the fact that Jameis Winston had back fractures? Michael Thomas got hurt the rest of the year, which we were expecting to have.
He quit. He got hurt. He quit.
Sure, whatever. Yeah. I'm not about to get into Michael Thomas. I'm not about to get into a Michael Thomas thing. Sure, you can say that. Well, whatever the less we were expecting to have him. Olave is a bright spot, but our O-line, we lost the starting left tackle we were supposed to have.
That is such my bad, G baby. That is such a nasty context, Ben, with Milburn. Wonder why? Because he was a kick returner and a punt returner.
It's just a stat. He had 404 yards.
Yeah. Context, man. That's
400 yards is still crazy.
Nah, I'm not
400
with
yards is still
you,
crazy.
bro.
We down playing special teams?
I mean, kick return. I'm not with it, bro.
Why are you sleeping on special teams?
Because I think it was rushing.
G baby, let me ask you something. Last year, what did Sean Payton finish the record out with? What the Saints record last year?
9-8, but
you want to change your vote?
We was 9-8. We had a winning record, and you can make an argument last year.
Our defense was much better. We missed Pete Warner for a lot of games. We missed Marshawn Lattimore for like 2 months, and the loss of C.J. Gardner-Johnson was really felt in the beginning of the season. Now,
yeah, but
we finished the year
who signed off on that trade?
What do you mean?
Who signed off on trading C.J. Gardner-Johnson?
The GM.
The GM.
You telling me Dennis Allen had no influence in that?
Bro, he don't work contracts. That's his first year. Sean Payton was working contracts.
So what I'm saying is this: is that you can make an argument that the Saints were just as injured as they were last year. Because we was missing players as well. Michael Thomas was out. Michael Thomas was out majority of the year.
You're right. Offensively,
Davenport was missing games.
Davenport's not moving me.
Lattimore, hold on. Wasn't Lattimore?
Not moving me, bro.
Hold on. Wasn't Lattimore missing games as well? Bro,
not last year. Not this year. If he did miss games, it was
bro. But the thing is,
he was out for 8 weeks, bro.
The thing is, we had no receivers. No receiver. We didn't have no Chris Olave. We didn't have no goddamn Landry that was playing. We had Traquan Smith. Our best receiver was Traquan Smith, mid of the mid. And Sean Payton was still able to lead that team with better leadership to a winning record. If the 49ers would have ended if the Rams would have ended their business against the 49ers, we would have got into the goddamn playoffs, bro.
Right, Mookie.
But you got Alvin Kamara.
Hold on.
Alvin Kamara was missing games as well.
Mookie. Hold on.
All right. We'll get back to the Saints. We'll get back to the Saints in a second. Did anyone change their opinion since Milburn was included special teams yards? Other than Dub?
I'm not changing that, bro.
I'm changing it.
That let me know he really was tired, bro.
All right, so here we go. So round two, we've got the Chiefs versus Hank Bauer. So to remind you, Hank Bauer, 18 rush attempts, 28 yards, 8 TDs. Some of them might have been on special teams, Dub. 2014 Chiefs.
I'm still going with the Chiefs.
Whole season without TDs for wide Chiefs, man.
Oh, this is shocking. You telling me the 2014 Chiefs went the whole season without a touchdown for a wide receiver?
Yeah, that's the craziest. Yeah, Chiefs, bro.
And they had Dwayne Bowe, and they had prime Dwayne Bowe on the team.
It was his second year before he got out there.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, bro.
I gotta go with the Chiefs, bro. That's OD, bro. Like
I'm going with my
that's insane. That's insane.
Like, not even one receiver to get in the end zone, bro. Not one.
Oh, man, that's insane.
Not two, not four, not five.
Yeah, Kelsey though.
It's easy to
cheat. You thought Julio Jones had it bad. This whole team, not one receiver.
Hold on, God.
Did they make the playoffs that year?
Yeah.
The Chiefs easily. It's not even.
No, they didn't. They didn't make the playoffs. They went 9-7. They won 9-7.
Oh, they didn't make the playoffs. Oh, okay.
That's
so
still
I heard
crazy,
more, I heard more Chiefs, right?
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I think I heard more Chiefs. All right, Chiefs.
It has to be Chiefs. That's crazy. I think they're gonna win this. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Chiefs. I think they might win this too. So.
Who are they gonna face in the final between the Chargers and Milburn, the number one ranked?
Chargers.
Chargers. Sweet. You can't even say that.
Chargers.
Bro, the number one ranked offense. Bro, that right there is crazy, bro.
How is that even possible?
Was they injured that year?
Special teams got to be dirt.
Was they injured that year?
No, but how is that even? Just think about how bad that is. That you can't say, okay, we had the number one offense, but our defense was crap, so teams outscored us. No.
This made Phillip Rivers look bad.
That literally means like probably every kick return unit probably had a touchdown on them almost every game. Like
special teams, yeah. See, Dub,
special teams have to be
baby.
Yeah, special teams matter. But god damn, bro, that's crazy.
Can someone just do me a favor? Can you just look up what was the 2010 Chargers special teams ranking?
They were last in the season. I'm almost positive.
They said they had the worst special teams in the NFL that season.
Hold up.
Woo. So did anybody pick Milburn on this one?
No.
That right there, the Chargers, bro. That's insane.
So it looks like look at us weighing. Y'all talking about it's all the team stats.
Oh, yeah, they was dead last. They was dead last.
Dead last. Okay, that makes so much sense.
They're really dead last.
Yes,
of course they were.
Oh, and it has it week by week. What happened on every special? Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, this is OD.
Here you go, behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, right to the championship round. Here we go.
That is hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still taking the Chargers.
I may take the Chiefs, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, I'm going Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I'm going to Chargers, bro. I'm going
Chargers, man.
I might go with the Chargers. There's no way you got the number one ranked defense and the number one ranked offense and still miss the playoffs with that, bro. That's just insane, bro. Like you could have given that to any other quarterback. I mean, any other quarterback that had been in that great situation.
I feel you, Mookie. But bro, you play 16 games in one season. But you couldn't find not one wide receiver. Alex Smith threw 18
but you gotta talk about how they run the game.
He threw 18 TDs. He could not find one receiver
to tight ends and Jamal Charles.
I know. You could have found one wide receiver. You could have found one wide receiver.
I mean, Jamal Charles was probably their best wide receiver, to be honest.
Bro, I don't care.
That is true.
That was that crazy Jamal Charles fantasy year too, wasn't it? All right, so let's go through Dub. Who you got?
I got the Chiefs. That shit is wild.
You got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right, Ben.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
Of course you are. That's this whole season. You're just going Chargers. J-Rob.
I'm taking the Chargers, man, because that's embarrassing and ridiculous. And I have no words for it. Like you scoring mad touchdowns, still losing. Like, honestly, that means the quarterback was PU.
Trent.
I'm gonna go Chiefs, bro.
Chiefs. You know why? Because Trent's a wide receiver. He's like, how you not gonna throw me one damn touchdown?
Like, bro, like I can't get like 16 games, no T's. No.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I thought y'all just wanted to win games. He got to the playoffs, bro. It doesn't matter how you
that's the greatest game manager season I've ever seen.
It's the craziest stat. Crazy stat. G baby.
Chargers.
All right, so right now it's 3-2 in favor of the Chargers. D-man.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers, man, because I feel like they at least made it to the playoff over there. You know what I mean? It was a small Charles show. So, that explains why ain't nobody on the outside got the touchdown. Because
LaDainian Tomlinson wasn't on this team either.
And Adam Smith was a kind of scrambler kind of guy, too. So he probably run for his life half the time and just threw it to Jamal Charles. Like, they trying to get me, huh?
They had Ryan Matthews and Mike Tolbert.
But yes, I mean
they were what? And Darren Sproles. That was what?
I mean that's why I gotta go with the Chargers, bro. You got that crazy offense, crazy defense, and
was it really that crazy though?
The Chargers, let me ask you before I get Mookie's vote. Are the Chargers just the same team now with Justin Rivers and Austin Sproles? No. Are they not just the same team? No.
No, you are nasty.
That's nasty.
I'm low key feeling these takes right now by Fluent.
J-Rob.
You know I got Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert, but I like when Fluent turns the pot a little bit. Start the pot a little bit.
I was just curious.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
That really,
they have
Malcolm Tomlinson?
J-Rob, wait. They have Malcolm Floyd as a wide receiver. Is Mike Williams Mike Floyd?
Oh my God.
Austin Tomlinson, Justin Rivers.
I mean, if you're calling,
what team added playing too back then? He about that old.
Hey, somebody said Fluence. The Bears the same with Justin Cutler.
I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you. Them checkdowns that Phillip Rivers was doing to his running backs was crazy. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Mike Tolbert had 200 receiving yards. Ryan Matthews had 100. Darren Sproles had 500. Jacob Hester had 140. Receiving yards.
That's the before you went to Philly and New Orleans. Ooh, yeah. That's when he was making a name for himself. Yeah,
he was the check down specialist that year. That's crazy.
Justin Cutler and Tariq Sproles. I like it. All right, so Mookie, you got the last vote.
Yeah, it's the Chargers. I never heard of that. A team with the
Chargers.
number one ranked offense and number one ranked defense. I mean,
Congratulations.
you give anybody that situation,
the Supercharger.
I say that'll make the playoffs.
Congratulations.
That's wild.
Congratulations to the Superchargers.
Playoff spot.
Yeah, that
Where this team will once again resurrect itself in the next 5 years.
That's why I don't get caught up in the numbers, bro. I don't get caught up in stats.
You know what they say? History repeats itself.
That was sad. Didn't they have North Turner as the head coach? Yes, they did. Because he was terrible. They would start off winning half and losing half, or the other way around. Yeah, they started losing in the beginning of the season. Then they turned things around towards the later part of the season.
That's probably why they had number one offense, because they were, chasing everybody in the game, just throwing them out.
Who did they have though? Who did they have though? I know it was Gates.
They were two.
Yeah, Gates was there. Gates been playing for them since I was 12 years old.
Jackson.
I'm 36.
Vincent.
Gates was there right now.
That's the funniest thing I've heard.
You lagging.
Played 5 games.
I'm lagging.
Not
Malcolm Floyd. They have Malcolm Floyd.
Here, I'll do it, Dub, because you're dead. So Phillip Rivers, running back Ryan Matthews, Malcolm Floyd. Watch him whip, watch him nay. Antonio Gates.
Okay.
That's a good offensive team, bro.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They missed the playoffs. That's crazy. That's insane.
It literally shows every game of how bad what the special teams did.
And this is why I always tell you guys, don't fall in love with stats. Phillip Rivers, 4,700 yards, 30 touchdowns.
Floyd, you are the production
So
guy.
wait. So are you saying that even though you throw for a lot of yards, might have all the touchdowns,
Winning matters.
That doesn't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean you're playing well?
I don't know. Was he playing? He had the number one ranked offense. If you didn't know his record, you'd say he played well.
But it got to be some type of reason why they.
They buddies to me. Like they right there together. Blessed with a lot of talent around them. Just got good numbers, but ain't got nothing really to show for it. You feel what I'm saying? Just got good numbers.
Matt Ryan won an MVP, but hey.
Yeah, that was default. So, don't let me get on my own squad. I can dig in, bro. Let me get on my own squad.
Trent, are you serious right now?
Matt, bro, why you not?
Were you talking about default?
You trying to play like you trying to downplay Matt Ryan's season, bro?
No,
that was a default, bro. I'm a Falcon fan. I'm saying that was a default.
Wait, Trent, are you telling him not to do that or me not to do that?
Diehard Falcon fan, that was a default. You got Tevin Coleman, Devontae
Default is so crazy, bro. Default is so crazy.
Boy, I'm
that's so crazy. You saying default?
Hey, Julio was going crazy. Sanu was going crazy. Everybody to the ball was going crazy. It really wasn't.
Isn't that what you have to do to win MVP? Don't all your surrounding pieces gotta go?
They was gonna do that regardless. It didn't matter.
Yeah, the special teams is the reason why they missed the playoffs.
So I have a question. When Payton Manning was winning MVPs, hey, it wasn't really Payton Manning. It was all his weapons around him.
Now it's not.
That
ain't the same. That ain't the same.
How's it not the same? Hey, wasn't Payton Manning throwing to Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison at one point?
Absolutely, Reggie Wayne. He might make the Hall of Fame this year.
I think Payton Manning had more than one season where it looked like he could have won MVP too, though.
Was Matt Ryan
what year?
Quarterback?
What year you talking about?
Was he not a consistently top 10 quarterback?
I could say by 3 seasons he probably could have won it just off the stats. Kind of way he was throwing them boy the ball. And Clark, man, he made Clark.
That's the same way I feel about Drew Brees, but he ain't winning. So
okay, that's MVPs. The Chargers. That's the team that didn't make the playoffs. Let's talk about the teams that made the playoffs. Let's talk about the team that made the playoffs and who we picking. So did we make all our? I don't even remember. Did we make all our Seattle, San Francisco picks? We did, right?
Well, I wasn't here for that.
We did. Well, we.
Y'all don't need to ask me. Y'all don't need to ask me because
you don't need to ask.
They getting booty smacked again. Oh,
yeah.
That's what it's finna be.
Hold on, y'all think the Seahawks got a chance to bring it up?
I'm not gonna. I already said it. Mookie already told J-Rob.
Mookie, I do.
Win that game, send him $200. There's no shot. I'm telling you. Hey, I'll tell you this right
bro.
now.
Bro, you know how the divisional games, bro.
We on national TV.
G baby need to apologize. If
I said I'm on national TV right now. J. Rob, if Gino perform like how he do, they win this game.
What I say.
Man, do you want to put money on this game?
I got no expectations because obviously I know on paper the 49ers are easily the better team. But you know what? I'm going to take the fact that it's a divisional game.
Yeah,
you got to beat a team 3 times in a row in the same season.
That's hard, bro.
That's hard, dude.
It is.
I know my sense.
Ask Tom Brady about a team trying to beat him 3 times in the season.
Yeah,
how'd that go?
You want to know what the difference?
And I'm not comparing Gino to Tom Brady, but I'm just saying it's hard to do it.
So,
in general.
Can I put
especially when we destroyed the Buccaneers in 2020?
G-Baby, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I don't really got no argument. I'm going off a hunch, bro. Like I'm going by this. What I know from my experience playing the game. And just what my gut is telling me, and my gut is telling me the Seahawks are going to win this ball game.
I mean, I hear you. It's just like when you say that,
it's good, but I feel like this is the first time we might see somebody just get dominated 3 times in a row, like how Cincinnati did.
They're outmatched.
No.
They're outmatched. They're outmatched.
The Packers have done it to third block.
If you watch the way they played against each other, the Seahawks do not match up. Like, they are literally this is the team that the 49ers could have wished they could have seen. The O-line is not that good. The defense is not that good. Seattle literally is going to run down their throat. And then on the other side of the field, they're going to put all that pressure on these boys.
But G-Baby, in the third matchup, they're going to implement another game plan on how to come back. Even when my Saints in 16 and 7, when we was beating the Panthers the years, you gotta understand that third playoff matchup, bro. You nervous as hell because the Panthers gave us a shot at that goddamn game, right?
And what I'm saying is that something you see Pete Carroll doing? Like, is that when you think of Pete Carroll's history? Do you think of he's a guy that makes adjustments?
Like the Niners are a top 3 team.
There's no game plan for Nick Bosa. They don't have a game plan for Nick Bosa. They don't have a game plan for Fred Warner.
You know who else they don't have it? The 49ers don't have a game plan for? Gino.
Hey, hold on. Where are the 49ers? Hey, where the 49ers ranking? Where the 49ers ranking rushing this year?
What you mean?
Where they rank and where do the 49ers rank in rushing?
Yeah. Where they ranking like the defensive rushing? How much?
The Russian defense isn't that great.
Oh, rushing defense.
The Russian defense isn't amazing. It's not.
If they can move the ball well, you know what I'm saying?
Good when you ain't got time to throw that ball.
All right. Well, let's transition to another game. We talked a lot about this one earlier, so let's switch. So
any given Sunday, baby.
Well, the not so. Oh, so yeah, go ahead, Ben. Go ahead, Ben. Last word on Seahawks 49ers.
Yeah, I got. So G baby Trent, y'all don't think Brock Purdy can like mess up? Like
he can play
like
some doodoo. I still think they're gonna win the game. I don't care. Like, bro, we can have B-man at quarterback for the 49ers. I still think they're gonna win that game.
Because I think the 49ers defense is that.
Why disrespecting D-man, yeah?
That elite.
They disrespect him. He's just like, feel me? Like,
and by the way, let's not act like Brock Purdy.
I know he can't sling it.
A really good game manager. All right, like let's not act like Brock Purdy ain't been a good game manager either. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's been a pretty good game manager.
I guarantee you, Brock Purdy
good.
He been making the right throws.
Literally sitting back there like, man,
first down.
This what the NFL like? I ain't got to do nothing. Hey, CMC, here you go.
He might be in for a rude. He might be in for a rude awakening in the playoffs. But all right, we move to the Superchargers with Justin Rivers heading into Jacksonville to play the Jags. So one, I need to just answer both questions. Okay, who wins? Who do you got? You got the Chargers or the Jags? Give me a score if you can. And who do you think has the better game, Trevor Lawrence or Justin Herbert?
Who's going first? Going in the order?
No, let's. I'll just go start. G baby.
I've been saying this since the offseason when they signed Doug Peterson. Stop playing with them boys down in Duval. Hey, the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win this game. I say 28-24. Home game down in Duval. We about to have a repeat of Saxonville. That kind of run. Not the same level, but that kind of repeat. 28-24. Trevor Lawrence, marks that stamp as a generational talent. Stop playing with that man, boy.
Because I know that there was someone on the internet was saying how they paid too much for Christian Kirk. Who the hell is Zay Jones? And the Jags came at that boy hard. D-Man, who you got?
I'm going Jacksonville.
Talk about that little bitch.
Scary, bro. They scary. Jacksonville's scary, man. Like I feel like
it's scary.
The way how they playing right now, it's easy flowing. They having fun. They ain't nobody expecting them to win. Ain't nobody expecting them to beat this far. So they the Cinderella team right now. And I feel like, the Chargers, man, I can't really count on them, man. I just feel like that defense ain't gonna really stop too much. 35-21.
And sorry, G-Baby and D-Man, you didn't say who has the better game.
Oh, Trevor Lawrence, 35-21.
Oh, T-Law.
Okay. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Can I say
Dub needs to jump in. Yes, Dub.
I just need to jump in for this. Do you know how embarrassing it is? The fact that damn near NFL teams, multiple teams are pulling up your shit takes and blasting you for your shit takes. Do you understand how embarrassing that is?
What do you mean?
Then you go, huh?
Get you a bunch of followers, though.
Get you a bunch of followers, but then it gets you clout. But hold up. But you the same guy that tries to shit on other people for their bad takes. But you keep getting your receipts pulled up like you're a fucking idiot, man.
Here's the thing, though. He said we got the worst takes on TikTok.
He obviously does. If he gets pulled up his dumbass receipts, you feel me? Like
I already spoke my piece and said I was done, so I will refrain from commenting because I think it's funny. I already sent that man to the train yard. Trent, who you got?
Now, of course, the Jazz got the momentum.
Uh-oh.
I think the Chargers gonna win this game. I think Herb gonna have a better game. I say the score 31-28.
31-28. Chargers win. Herbert better game. All right, Mookie.
The disrespect on the Chargers is insane. Like,
rated on.
What are we doing? Like, I understand they're not an exciting team to watch both offensively and defensively because comparing to what Trevor Lawrence, their offense a little bit more flashy, a little bit more exciting, right? But the Chargers, if you look at actually how they if you look at how great the Chargers defense have been playing for over the last month, they're actually top 3 in sacks over the last month. Their defense have been getting stops, right? And at the end of the day, to me, I think Justin Herbert will have a better game than Trevor Lawrence, and I think the Chargers will win this game. It would be, I would say, I'm gonna say 25-17. I got the Chargers win this game. I think their defense will get to Trevor Lawrence. I think they will convert on the downside. Stop acting like this team is unstoppable, bro. Because we've seen this team with a backup third-string quarterback get problems, and that game was within imbalance with the third 3 minutes and 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
you playing the offense. You're playing
last game
against the Titans.
Can we keep it a buck though? That score should have been like 34, but Trevor Lawrence missed 2 touchdowns.
He didn't play good.
The thing is, G-Baby, this is the thing.
2 wide open touchdowns.
G-Baby, here's the thing,
I
G-Baby.
know, but that's uncharacteristic.
The throws that Trevor Lawrence was missing, that put the ball in the opposing team offense hands. You put the ball in Herbert's hands in that offense with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and stuff. They're gonna make you pay, right? So he's gonna have to be on his feet playing against the offense like Herbert.
Also struggled against the Titans, right? You do realize Justin Herbert didn't have a good game against the Titans too, right? So everything you're saying about Trevor,
but when it matters the most, he made the throws.
It was a week before. It was a week before.
No, but you're comparing that. Hold on, ask you something. Who was in quarterback under the center for the Tennessee Titans? Ryan Tannehill. No, who the hell was under center for the Tennessee Titans, bro? I bet none of y'all can't even name the name.
It was Joshua Dobbs, right?
Yes, it was Joshua Dobbs.
All right, then. So what I'm saying,
Joshua Dobbs has he went to Tennessee.
Well, hold on. What I'm saying is that but Dobbs, he ain't no good quarterback whatsoever. And what I'm saying is that the way that Lawrence and them guys was missing throws and the way that it was not picking up downs, I'm just saying that you put in you giving the extra offense, extra possession to go out there, go downfield and score. So what I'm saying is this: if they continue to do that, and they're not on their P's and Q's, and they're not converting on 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 5 and stuff like that, and you put the ball in Herbert's and that offense in and giving them extra opportunity to score, they're gonna make you pay. They're gonna make you pay. And I'm telling you, that Chargers defense.
Hold on, J-Rob has to bounce. So let's get J-Rob. Who you got, J-Rob?
Duval. I'm rocking with them Jags. I'm gonna take the Jags. I think it'll actually be a pretty good game. I'm gonna take the Jags 32-28. I think statistically, Herbert will probably, it'll look better on paper. I think Trevor is going to make more plays that are more impactful. So I'm going to give the nod to Trevor. He'll play the better game.
All right, I saved the number one Herbert fan for last. Who you got, Ben?
I'm rolling with the Chargers, but it's because they got their key people back. Joey Bosa's back. Mm-hmm. Slater's back as well. That's huge for their O-line.
Nick Van Noy, who's been an expert. Yeah,
facts. So I'm gonna roll with the Chargers 27-20, and I think Herbert's going to have the best game.
I'm not surprised.
Y'all sleeping on Chargers. That's crazy.
I actually agree. I think statistically, Herbert has the better game. Statistically, I think it's going to be ETN that actually makes the difference in the Jags win. We're going to bounce to the next game. J-Rob, just let me know when you got to bounce.
I know you go first.
All right, you go first. Dolphins at Bills. Do the Dolphins have a chance against the Bills?
No.
We can go to the next game. I'm not gonna hold you. J-Rob got.
They don't even deserve to.
Let's go to the next game. Let's go to the next game.
They don't even deserve to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's over.
Anyone need to be asked? Do they deserve?
Everyone just like it's stinky fish and they're done. Is that?
Yeah.
Because there's no quarterback. It'll be Skylar Thompson. Yeah.
Does anyone think the Bills have a even? It's close. Okay.
Bills by
anybody think
Bills by 17.
Anybody think the Dolphins can at least score 2 touchdowns?
No,
I don't. They'll get a touchdown. They'll get a touchdown.
I think it'll be like
not even a touchdown.
They'll get 3 field goals. They'll get 3 field goals back.
So let me hold on. Let me quickly ask you this then. Do you think if Tua was healthy, the Dolphins would have a chance?
No.
Yes.
They'd have had a chance.
I still think the Bills.
Baby. Yes.
Bills would have won, but they would have had a chance.
Well, how good does that make Tua if you went from that extreme to this if he's on that team?
I think it would be close.
I like Tua. I don't think Tua's whack. So I'm rocking with Tua.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll jump to the next one. But be careful what you say here, J-Rob, because you're going first. Mm-hmm. And you know who's in the building. Trent's in the building. Giants at Vikings. Giants at Vikings. Are the Giants overmatched, or will they make this a game? And who has a better game, Saquon or Cook?
Oh, well, I'll answer the first part because I think that's the easiest part of the question. It is Saquon Barkley. He will have the better game. I'm taking the Giants to win this. I don't think Kirk Cousins and the Vikings have shown me as of late that I think they've been a pretender. They're giving me last year Cardinal vibes. Like they look good to start. It looked nice, but now it's starting to go the other way. So I'm going to take the Giants in a close one because I don't think the Giants offense is too crazy to score a lot of points. I think they win like 24. I think they gave like 24-10 Giants. And I think Saquon will have the better game.
Better game. Ben, I'm saving you for last, Trent. Ben, who you got?
I got Minnesota.
You got Minnesota?
Yeah, I can want Minnesota. I think it's gonna be close. I think they're gonna win by like 3, like 24-21.
And who has a better game, Cook or Saquon?
That's tough. I think Saquon though. I think Saquon, but I still think Vikings going to win though.
All right, D-Man.
I got the Giants, man. I like the Giant defense. I like their DBs. They always had good DBs. Like I feel like they always just been a guy away from just being, top 3 in pass defense. They always, every time you see the Giants, either they front is crazy or their DBs is stout. So that's a good matchup for the Vikings wide receiver. You know, your boy that like to do all the gritty. He ain't gonna be doing that. I say 24-10. I feel like Saquon gonna have a good game. They're gonna get up early and they just gonna probably like kill the clock with that running game.
Yeah.
I give them that. So 24-10.
All right. Mookie.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I just think their offense is more coordinated, more explosive than the Giants. I think when the Vikings offense is clicking, it's really, really hard to stop this offense. They have to do a great job at running the football with Dalvin Cook, and if you do that and open up everything from the passing attack, Jedis and Thielen and all them other guys, even though the Giants have a better defense than the Vikings, I believe that their offense and the way that they can put points on the board. Because I'm telling you, if it's a shootout, the Vikings will easily win. Because the Giants' offense compared to the Vikings is not even it's not even no level. Even though they got Saquon, I mean, you got Cook, you got Jedis, you got Thielen, all them other guys. I just believe that the Vikings' defense will play good enough, and I'm not saying they will get stops consistently. I'm just saying they will play good enough to put the ball in the offense hands to score points. And I think that the Vikings will win this game.
I can't believe it took 4 of you. I can't believe it took. I would say 30 before someone mentioned Jedis. I'm very none of you. I was sleeping.
We're sleeping on Cousins, bro. We really sleeping on Cousins getting into football. And I also think
Jedis, Thielen, Osborne,
Giants D-line outmatches.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 32-22. I got the Vikings winning that game, and who have a better game. I would say Cook will have a better game. I think Cook will have a better game because when teams playing the Vikings to pass the football, I think they open up everything for the running attack, and I think Saquon brought a heavy workload for the Giants, so he probably will have better stats, but I think Cook will be a little bit more impactful.
All right. G baby.
What time is this game at?
3:30.
4:05.
That's prime. That's on Fox.
It's not late night. Peace, J Rob. It's not late night, and it's not on Monday. Although there is a Monday nighter.
Wait, it's on Fox, and it's America's Game of the Week.
Come on,
Need I say more? We all know Kirk Cousins' primetime record. We all know how he plays in primetime.
Are you sure?
Need I say more? I'm sure. I'm very sure.
Man, G baby, I'm very sure. G baby is.
I'm very sure.
Man, come
on.
The
Giants will win this game.
Man,
the Giants will win this game. It'll be close. It's not superstitions. It's facts. Superstitions are like, you know what? Hey, every time I wear my lucky socks when we play, we win. No, this is a fact. When it is a primetime game, Kirk Cousins, more often than not, does not perform.
But that's typically at night and on Mondays.
Well,
Mondays
he performed against us. He cooked us, though.
Not necessarily 4 o'clock games.
That
not
wasn't
G baby.
That wasn't prime time. Go look at the Cowboys game.
So what is prime time? You said
prime time.
That's normally the 8 o'clock game or Monday night.
I think it's 8 o'clock games, bro. That's prime time. Nighttime where everybody.
America's Game of the Week.
That's America's Game of the Week because on
the Saints game was America's Game of the Week. What are we talking about? That was on Fox, bro.
That was at 12 o'clock though. That wasn't
12 o'clock
afternoon.
Man, that was 12 o'clock.
No, bro, that was a 12 o'clock game. That is not prime time.
So it's about the time. It's about the time.
Yes, that's literally what prime time is. That's literally what
prime time is. But it's 4:30 though. Like, what are we?
Yes,
but because it's only like 2 games on 4:30.
Because it's only 2 games, right? I look at how he performed against the Cowboys. Was it the week before Thanksgiving? That was America's Game of the Week, and he laid an egg.
Somebody said primetime is when you the only game more.
No. Primetime's the 8. Listen, we know the Sunday night game. Sunday night games, he has like a 500 record. Monday nights, he's only won twice ever. But at 4 p.m. games, he's 74, 66, and 2. So he does have a winning record.
Give me the Vikings. I trust them to score points than I do the Giants, bro.
Better game. Bro. I'm going Saquon because I think he'll get more touches than Dalvin Cook will because they love Madison and TJ Hawkinson been a target machine since he got there. So unfortunately, he's not going to get catches out the backfield. So I'll give it to Saquon.
I ain't gonna lie, the Vikings rushing defense is
24-20.
That's why I picked the Giants.
They are suspect though. They defense,
they go
bro.
first. They gonna just run the ball, bro, and they gonna be like, man, what happened to Jettas? He can't. Hey, he ain't on that time. The time, good.
All right, Trent.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not mad at y'all picks. Y'all picking the Giants, but
Trent, your question is different. Your question is different because we know you're picking the Giants. So your question is going to be, we know you're picking the Giants. What do the Giants have to do to win? What do the Vikings have to do to win?
I mean, last game, the last game I saw, because it took him a 61-yard field goal. Wink Martindale got to stop blitzing in certain situations. But for them to win is that I guess even because this Vikings team is iffy, bro. Like Daniel Jones, I think he threw a pick that game, even though he played good. Like that ain't the turnover. They can't turn the ball over too much. It's really it's not I feel like this is not a comfortable game to win, but we can make some few mistakes and still win the game. Like Jettas and Hawkinson last game went for combined for 233 yards. Both had 100-yard games. We only lost by a 61-yard field goal. But for the Vikings to win, they got to dominate. I feel like they have to dominate on defense and offense, especially on defense. You can't.
So you're saying if it's a typical playoff game, running the ball, low scoring, good defense.
Yeah, they gotta stop us. They have to stop us.
For the Vikings, when they got to open it up and just throw it all.
Because I feel like if this is a real close game, either way, it can go either way.
Do you agree with Mookie that if they get into a shootout and let's say the Giants are down 2 touchdowns and they got to throw the ball, you're done?
It depends because I've liked how Daniel Jones has played these past few. Even though we have G-Baby, D-Man, Ben throwing him the ball, we got practice squad receivers throwing the ball, he's still been playing really good this year. I'm not gonna say he's arrived, but again, this is his best season. So it's all that gotta depend. This is Saquon's first playoff game, Daniel Jones' first playoff game. So I mean, it's just a lot going into it. So
let me ask you something. Who y'all got on y'all receivers that they can win the individual matchup and create separation?
Isaiah Hodgins. That's the only one I can think of because he did last time. Because he was doing Pat Pete. So that's the only one.
Can I touch on something he just said right now? Because
I'm
not gonna hold with you. Not once in my brain did it click that this is Daniel Jones' first playoff game.
That's what I'm saying. It's his first playoff
game.
Not once in my mind did it click that this is Daniel Jones' first playoff game.
Because you guys all killed Purdy and
this is Purdy first.
No, but I killed Kyler too.
I think, but it's just the only thing that's but the thing is though, the only thing that's not scaring me that much is that it's the first off, it's the Vikings. The second, we should have beat that team the first time.
Low key though, because I said even with Kyler, even though we know they didn't put him in the best situation and he didn't have D-Hop, first playoff games, the reason why it's different between Herb and T-Law is because it's both their first playoff games. So I don't think there's gonna be no pressure. At least Kirk has been there before. Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna hold you.
But he's 1-3.
But
then it's not like a refund, G baby.
He would have to poop an egg though, G baby.
Hey, G baby. New information equals new response equal refund. So you want to get your refund on it?
Okay, so
this is just for Mookie, and this is just for Mookie. Oh, actually, this is for you too, G baby. So Kirk Cousins 1-3 in the playoffs. The only team he beat. The New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, that was. I remember that game.
That's what I'm saying. But G baby,
look,
but G baby, he doesn't have to pass that ball that much though.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. But I'm saying even if he plays, if he plays regular Daniel Jones, that's fine. But this is first play. What if the nerves get to it? I've seen first quarterback, first time in the playoffs, you get flustered. Perfect example. Granted, we don't kill him for it. But Lamar Jackson's first playoff game, he did not play good to that fourth quarter.
Oh, he was horrible.
He looked lost. He looked flustered.
He was garbage.
All that.
Hey, he was what a great. It was G baby. It was so bad that the Raven fans was screaming the benches.
what a great segue, G baby. So we got the Ravens at the Bengals.
Listen,
no, everybody just no one's giving the Ravens a shot.
No Lamar.
Hold on, Lamar not
no
playing.
Lamar, they don't have a shot.
No Lamar.
Hold on. Tell me why Lamar Jackson's not playing. Tell me this.
His knee.
How does Lamar Jackson matter if Derek Carr's better than him? How does Lamar Jackson matter in this game if Derek Carr is better than him?
No. I'm just saying is this is that if you playing for a contract and you trying to let the Ravens know that you value this organization, why the hell you not playing in the goddamn playoffs?
Tell me that. If my knee is fucked up. And I'm
did you see what they just? Did you see what they just? Did you see what the money they just gave? Mookie, did you see the money they just gave Roquan Smith?
Exactly right. Come on, they just paid the linebacker.
Oh, they gave Roquan Smith $100 million.
He gave him 5 years, $100 million. He
130.
Yeah, and they just got there, and he just got you. Lamar Jackson been your quarterback for how many years? And you ain't gonna pay me
5 years, bro. I don't think you to the playoffs.
He just traded for him, bro. They just got him.
I don't think you to the playoffs
because I'm okay. So if you saying his knee is that bad, and you say
he has a sprained PCL,
he say he has sprained PCL and sprained MCL, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you saying that, and that's the reason why he ain't playing?
I mean, that's
50% of the reason.
Mookie, just think about it.
Okay, I see what you're saying, because why would you go out there knowing that you ain't 100%, and also
just think about this,
and you playing for money too? Because
exactly.
I see what you're saying.
Like,
I mean, I see why he ain't playing now.
Yeah,
if he's injured, like I'm thinking that he's healthy and
he's not.
I'm just thinking that he's doing this because he want a contract. I'm saying if you want a contract, just go out there and play and let him prove that you want a contract. But if he's actually hurt and he can't go out there and run and be effective with his legs like he always be, then it's no point of going out there, because you're gonna go out there and not be effective on the goddamn field. Okay, I agree.
So is it Tyler Huntley that's starting?
I don't. What's it? Is he?
Because this last game it was Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown. That's what I'm asking. Is it Anthony Brown or Huntley? Do we know?
It might be Huntley.
It's Anthony Brown.
Anthony Brown.
Boom. They made the Bengals. They made Eli Apple look like Legion of Boom. Richard Sherman.
Hey, you know, it'd be the worst nightmare, though, G baby. Say Lamar don't play and Tyler Huntley go out there win that game. Bottom Mookie is going to.
All you Burrow guys over Josh
Allen, y'all do not want that to happen, bro. Okay, y'all Lamar fans better not hope that happens, bro.
Is there any X factor on the Ravens that could make this a game?
No. If Lamar's not playing, Lamar is the X factor.
It's too many key players.
Then we move.
On their defense. I mean, y'all telling me their defense.
Also, too, everybody's saying that Lamar Jackson's gonna get franchise tag. He can just do what Devontae did and said, "I'm not going to play on it." But and then that's dead money. That's dead money.
Hold on, who do y'all? Hold on. If Lamar, hold on, let me ask you something. Because y'all think Lamar Jackson is not playing with the Ravens next year?
No.
Not unless he gets franchise tagged. I think he wants out. Yes.
All right. So let me ask you something. What team that realistically he can go to and play for? What team do y'all really think?
I mean, he can go to any team. You mean play for and win?
Yeah, play for and win.
I think
one of them.
I don't know why I keep thinking every time someone asks me, Lamar in Miami.
I would love him down here, though. I ain't gonna lie. I would love him.
They're not going to get rid of Tua, though. They're not going to get rid of Tua.
I would love him down here.
Tua might retire. Tua should retire.
Big 2-1-0. He'll be like Big 2-1-0 over here, but he come on back. Come to the A, man.
But you know a carbon copy can't be better than me. You know what I'm saying?
For some reason the Ravens win.
All right, so the super chat from Eric Square. Thank you for the super chat. But if for some reason the Ravens win, does not show that his value drops in his asking if he's healthy. So I think if I read that correctly, if the Ravens somehow win this game, does Lamar Jackson's asking price go down? Do teams look at it and say, "Oh, you're not that good," or is it, "Hey, we're giving you all the money"?
No, and I'll tell you why. Because again, Anthony Brown made Eli Apple look like Richard Sherman and Legion of Boom this past weekend. If they win this game, it's because Joe Burrow. What's the bet? Joe Burrow can go out here and play like Mike White and Zach Wilson, and they probably still win that game.
That's a fact.
So no,
yeah.
But hold on,
because mind you, the weapons. What I will legit say, the weapons that the Ravens have were really highlighting how bad they were when Lamar Jackson wasn't it. Now, honestly, it wasn't even as bad with Tyler Huntley. When Anthony Brown stepped on that field, you can tell he was throwing to people like DeMarcus Robinson and Devin Duvernay and whoever else they had out there. whoever else it was.
Hold on. So I think Tyler Huntley playing Saturday. Now, what I'm saying is this: it depends on how well Tyler Huntley played. If Tyler Huntley go out there and play well, move the chains, and the Ravens defense gets stops, absolutely it ruins his value. His value dropped because they like, damn, we can rely on our defense and rely on Tyler Huntley to be a game manager to move the chains to win key playoff games, something that Lamar Jackson struggled to do. Real talk. So absolutely his value dropped, bro. Why would I pay this?
So Mookie, taking away your honest bias towards Lamar Jackson, you don't like him as a quarterback. We get that. But as an NFL team that needs a quarterback, do you not think if he's available on the open market, a team is not just going to give him just max money because it's him?
Oh, absolutely. I think teams are going to give him a max. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying the max that he asked for, bro, like it's going to be hard for the Ravens to do that because if they do give him that max, which you can make an argument if he deserves it or what, then they're going to be in square one all over again. Lamar don't got no weapons, and he needs more talent. He needs this. He needs that. It's like, bro, you asked for $250 million guarantee. How the fuck the front office is going to go get weapons for you when you ask for this?
Wait. What did he ask for? He ain't asked for no.
I don't think anybody actually knows. Okay, last question, because we have to get to the last game. But last question: what happens, Mookie, if the Saints sign Lamar Jackson? Do you give up the Saints or do you jump on the Lamar Jackson bandwagon?
I'm not no fake fan of the Saints. Whoever comes in the Saints, I root for him. You know what I'm saying? If Lamar Jackson do come to the Saints, which that would be crazy.
He's struggling, bro.
I mean, I won't be no fan, but you know what I'm saying? If he can win and prove, I mean, you know, I'll give him credit. You know what I'm saying? But to be a fan of him, no.
So let's say they sign Lamar Jackson for Deshaun Watson money. What are you going to say the next week here on Players Choice?
Who, the Ravens?
No. What if the Saints sign Lamar Jackson for Deshaun Watson money?
Oh,
$230 million guaranteed.
That's unrealistic, and that'll be crazy if they do that. That'll be crazy.
You want to know why it won't be crazy? Because we'll have Chris Olave on a rookie contract. That's why.
But G-Baby, we're not giving no Lamar Jackson no $230 million in there.
I don't think we are either. But Chris Olave on a rookie contract?
Listen, we've already established top 5 paid quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls. We already know that.
Together, bro. That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, I want Derek Carr. I want Derek Carr to New Orleans Saints. Real talk. If we get Derek Carr to New Orleans Saints, you pair with Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara. Oh my goodness, that and you pairing it with elite. Derek Carr has never played with no top 10 defense in the NFL. The Saints are naturally a top 10 defense.
Okay,
you give them that.
We're supposed to talk Bucks and Cowboys, but before we do that, I do have. Let's go down this AFC South path for a second. So let's say they sign Derek Carr. Let's give you Derek Carr. No one wants Sean Payton because the Saints are going to ask a first, a second, a third, too much. Does Sean Payton come back to the Saints?
Oh, he might. Sean
Payton with Derek Carr. I'm telling you this.
Sean Payton with Lamar Jackson too. Bro.
Hold on. I think the reason why Sean Payton left the Saints because he knew how bad the situation we were at the quarterback position. Mm-hmm. If the Saints can go ahead and go get Derek Carr, that will motivate Sean Payton to come back and say, you know what? We got a good quarterback I can work with. I guarantee we can go win games.
G-Baby really like that question. Go ahead.
Think about it. With Sean Payton here, Taysom Hill had a winning record as a starting quarterback. What you think Sean Payton finna do with Lamar? Oh my God.
Lamar. That was.
What you finna do with Lamar?
What about Derek Carr? What about Derek Carr?
I mean, Sean Payton with any quarterback, I would take. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, I'm saying Derek
Carr. No, I'm saying if Sean Payton has Derek Carr, I'll take that because Derek Carr ain't gonna look like the way he did under Sean Payton. Hold on. What do you think? Hold on. What do you think Sean Payton gonna turn Lamar Jackson to a pocket quarterback, bro? No, but he's gonna, bro. Do you not understand
He's
how
going to use Lamar like he does Taysom Hill.
Do you not know
see what he did with Hill? You know what I'm saying?
Lamar's going to be the next Taysom Hill.
Yeah, he gonna be the next Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, bro, we won't need to pay him no more. Taysom Hill who can actually throw the ball and be consistent throwing the ball. Guys, remember,
man, Taysom
he
Hill
made Jameis Winston look good for 7 games to where I believed in him.
Lamar is a 10-time better passer than Derek Carr. I mean,
there we go. There we go.
Taysom Hill. He's a better 10-time passer than Taysom Hill, bro.
All right, so let's get to the playoffs. We've sainted out this episode. Ben, you got the Bucks hosting the Cowboys. You got the Bucks hosting the Cowboys.
No bunny Mookie. Shut up, bro.
You got the Bucks. Hold on, the Bucks hosting the Cowboys. I need to know who wins. What's the score? Will the Cowboys choke? And if so, why? And who? And sorry, and better game, Tom Brady or Dak Prescott, the Black Kirk Cousins.
Oh man.
Or no, he's the white Kirk Cousins. I forget, Trent.
I'm going with the Buccaneers because
7-0 Tom Brady against the Cowboys.
We know how Tom Brady is in them playoffs. When playoffs come, Brady he be good, great. Tom Brady gonna have the better game. I think Dak will throw 2 interceptions, but I think he's gonna be trash. So
all right, so you got the Bucks.
Yeah,
you got the Bucks and Brady outplaying Dak.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Trent.
You know what's the crazy part? Tom Brady don't even have to play good this game, and I still think they're gonna win.
Facts.
The Cowboys bro.
They're gonna turn this.
It's the Cowboys, bro. Bro, no faith. Only time I ever felt bad for him was the Dez Bryant catch. Like, bro,
yeah, that was a catch. I'm glad you called it the catch because it was a catch.
Like, I genuinely believe Dak gonna choke. Brady gonna win, bro. And it's sad because it's just crazy. The 8-9 Bucks about to beat. What's the Cowboys record this year?
Like 12-5, 13-4,
13-4,
something like that.
Like, bro, they not about to. Come on, bro.
Now let me ask y'all something. If we get the defense that we know of the Dallas Cowboys from early in the season, where they was playing at a high level, you think Cowboys' chances increases?
So that's a great point. That's actually I'm going to get to D-Man. I'm going to get to D-Man and G-Baby in a second, and Mookie, your picks. That's why I actually have the Bucks, is because the one thing that the Dallas defense is predicated on is speed. Mm-hmm. And in the natural grass in Tampa Bay, it slows everybody down. So their biggest advantage is speed, and it's even if it's a little bit, it's going to slow them down. Natural grass, as you guys know who have played, you play a little bit slower than versus on turf.
That's a fact.
And so I think that gives the Bucks an advantage, actually. But yes, if they play like they played early in the season, for sure it's a different game.
I'm just saying, like, they rush
what
forward.
What makes you think, Mookie, that they can go back to the way they were playing then?
I'm just saying, rushing forward, getting to Tom Brady. I think the offensive line for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has been worse in the league. And we have seen that if you can get to Tom Brady, make him uncomfortable in the pocket, that would have basically increased your chance. We have seen the Saints recipe at work, and you drop 4 back in the coverage. You've seen the Saints make that success work from Tom Brady. I think the Bucs can somehow replicate that and actually execute with Michael Parsons and them other guys and getting pressure up the middle. I think you will have a chance. But it's also about what the Dallas Cowboys do offensively, because if they can manage the game and not turn over the goddamn ball and execute when it's also in 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 situations, and when you in field goal range, get the field goal or also just execute in the end zone, red zone. I think the Cowboys, I'm looking at on that perspective. I'm just playing devil's advocate right now, but I'm just looking at that. It depends what Cowboys do we get. If we get the Cowboys who can't stop the run, right? They're giving up so much yards in the air. I mean, they easily lose that game. Make
your pick.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. After
all that, you're gonna go with the
Bucks. All that being said, that's a big if. That's a big if. Let me ask y'all something. When the last time we seen the Cowboys play great defense?
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute, bro. I would say about early November.
We stopped talking about their defense like beginning of November.
Yeah. Early November. So what I'm saying is this: is that being said, I think the Buccaneers. I think Tom Brady. If the game is close, I think that's a recipe for success for the Buccaneers to win because Tom Brady is just that good and putting up a pressure drive to go downfield and put points on the board. So if the game is close, it's going to be the Buccaneers, man. The Dallas Cowboys can't have no success running the football, which they didn't have against the Washington Commanders, where Pollard and Zeke was a combined of 40, 50 yards, right? They're not going to have no success whatsoever because their passing attack is inconsistent.
D-man, are the Cowboys going to cowboy, or did they break this kind of one and done streak they be on?
Man, it's kind of hard to go get Tom Brady, but I got a good feeling. I feel like the Cowboys might surprise everybody, man. I feel like they might really do something, and it's a lot more personal on the defensive end for Dan Quinn because this is a get-back game, man, and we lost 28-3 to this guy. You know what I mean? 28-3 this guy with the same kind of defense.
Oh, you a Falcons fan?
Oh yeah, I told him.
Oh man,
I'm from the A.
Oh man,
I'm from the A. That's what I said. It's two of y'all. No, I said it.
Hey,
earlier,
you know my sakes. We owe y'all. We owe you, dirty bird.
I can't say nothing. Y'all sweat us right now. I can't say nothing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Dan Quinn might got some up on that because I feel like I know it was the last game in the season what we played the Buccaneers. But that offensive line, bro, it can't be that bad. Like, if it was that bad, I don't know, man. The Cowboys might look good, man. They might look like they, I think that might do enough to survive. But I really feel like if they going to win, it's going to be that defense. So I got a good feeling that the Cowboy defense might show up. They ain't been doing nothing. They might show up.
I trust the Cowboys defense to show up.
So you got the Cowboys.
I got
everybody else is on the Bucks.
Cowboy by a touchdown, man.
By a touchdown. G baby.
Hey, I hope the Cowboys win, but I just don't.
We got to stop hearing that Brady stuff.
Facts.
I feel like you don't beat the team 7 times. It's bound to happen, because this is our first time beating Tom Brady.
Cowboys are due to beat Tom Brady. They do. Okay. If you ask her out enough times, she might say yes. I hear you. G baby.
Yeah.
14 of 37, 128, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. That is what Dak Prescott did against the Commanders with Sam Howell starting on the other side. What you think Dak Prescott finna do in a high-pressure situation versus the Bucs with Tom Brady on the other side?
Yeah.
And mind you, is Jerry Jones still the owner and GM?
Yes.
He has cursed that team ever since he got rid of Jimmy Johnson. The second he got rid of Jimmy Johnson, that team has been cursed. So until that changes, the Cowboys, they're going to, hey, I'll even give you the quick game script so we can move on. This is what's going to happen. The Cowboys, they're going to get up a little 14-point lead. I say 17-3.
Yeah.
They're going to get on a nice little lead. Then you know what's going to happen at the end of the first half? Tom Brady's going to lead a drive for them to kick a field goal.
Down to
9-point lead, 11-point lead now. Then the second half is going to come. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, Tony Pollard, and Ezekiel Elliott are going to forget how to play football. They're going to be trash. Tom Brady is still going to suck. But the fourth quarter is going to come around, and just like he's been doing all year, because the other team keeps forgetting how to play football, they're going to kind of come around, and Tom Brady's going to do a last-second heroic, and then Dak Prescott's going to throw a pick on his game-winning drive. Attempt at a game-winning drive. That is how that's going to work.
So earlier,
come back to me when this happens.
Earlier in the show, you said that Kirk Cousins plays the way he plays at 4:00 games, and that's not superstition. That's fact, right? So let me read something to you about the Cowboys this season. The Cowboys lose a game, they win 4. They lose a game, they win 2. They lose a game, they win 4. They lose a game, they lose 2. Week 18, they lose a game. If that trend continues, they are in store to win 4 in a row. That takes them to a Super Bowl win. And that's a fact, G baby.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what, Fluent? I commend you and I applaud you. That was a really good fact. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen because Jerry Jones still runs that team. And they will. Hey, do you know what else is a fact? Tom Brady ain't lost to the Cowboys in his whole career. It's not for the start now. But if this was any other team, like Fluent in fairness, if this same roster, like every single guy,
I've said this
was
before,
on every other team other than the Cowboys, like if this was the Lions, this was the Packers, same roster, Dak on all them, just in a
I've said that for the last 15 years. The last 15 years, you take Dallas's Cowboy and put them on any other city, and people are saying that's a Super Bowl favorite. It's only because they're in Dallas.
And they're not going to. You know what's crazy? They're not going to choke, though. Like, this roster probably could have won on any other city. But because they got that big blue star on the side of their head, one and done.
All right, so here's the last topic of the night. I'm going to give you 4 teams. 4 teams. Is it Super Bowl or bust? I'm going to give you a team and then just go through. So we're going to go Ben, Trent, G Baby, Mookie, D-Man. Just say it. This is, I'm sure, probably for a TikTok clip. So just say super. Is it Super Bowl or bust? Yes or no for the Cowboys? Ben.
Is it Super Bowl or bust?
Super Bowl or bust for the Cowboys?
Bust.
No, is it super? Yes or no? It's Super Bowl or bust? Yes or no?
No.
If you don't win, is it like?
Oh yeah.
All right, Trent.
No.
G Baby.
No.
Mookie.
No, they ain't got no expectations.
D-Man.
Nah.
I'm probably confused with the question as well.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you the team, and is it Super Bowl or bust? So basically, they either make it to the Super Bowl or their season's been a bust.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Next team. The Eagles. So same order. Ben.
They gotta make the Super Bowl this year with all the moves. So
Trent.
Yes.
G Baby.
Yes.
Mookie.
No, they can build from this.
D-Man.
I agree with that too, but yeah, I feel like it's a little bit of both, but they need a win though. They do need a win, yeah.
I think anytime you're a favorite to go to the Super Bowl. Anyways, I won't sway the opinion on the next team. So let me go. Eagles. Did I just say Eagles? Sorry,
yeah.
Bills. Super Bowl or bust?
Ooh.
Super Bowl.
Wait, who?
So Bills with the Bills.
Super Bowl.
Is it
yes.
It's Super Bowl or bust?
Yes.
This is their year, Trent.
Yes.
G Baby.
Because they lost Von Miller, man.
You don't, bro. Say it.
Them losing Von Miller really hurts. I'll still say yes, but them losing Von Miller hurts a lot.
Mookie.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, this team was the favorite of coming out the AFC, so absolutely, bro.
That's what they have.
Yeah. Everybody got the Bills going against somebody in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take it to the one team that most people think if anyone's going to knock the Bills out, it's going to be them. Is it Super Bowl or bust for the Chiefs?
Yes.
Ben?
Yeah.
Trent?
Yeah.
Yes, you have MJ Mahomes, and y'all winning, bro. Yes. Like
G Baby.
G Baby, bro.
It's because I think there's like 4 teams in the AFC that can really make it to the chip, though. You know what I mean? It's just the Bills, they kept losing, so it's different for them. The Chiefs been there already. I'll just say yes to stay consistent, but damn.
Mahomes, man.
Yeah, yes. They got to get their get back for absolutely completely choking and having a meltdown in the second half against the Bengals game in the AFC Championship game. Absolutely. It's not even close.
You're taking it back to that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. D-Man.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, man, you know, I feel like he got that targeting back. You know, Tom Brady on their way out, so he the next guy everybody go assume to be there, you know.
Yeah.
Every year. So it come with that GOAT status, you know. It come with it, man. We need the Chiefs to be there. We expect the Chiefs to be there.
So wait, you think every year the Tom Brady and them didn't win the Super Bowl, that was a bust?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That's crazy. So Tom Brady should have won 10 straight Super Bowls. That's what you're saying.
The way they praise him.
See, I think
you basically saying
I'm of the opposite. I'm of the opposite mindset of you, D-Man. Here's my thing. So Cowboys, I don't think it's Super Bowl or bust because you're right. There was no expectations on them. On the Bills, I picked them to be in the Super Bowl. So damn right, it's Super Bowl or bust. And how often, like when was the last time the Bills got to the Super Bowl? It was the early 90s when they went 0 for 4.
Yeah, literally.
Like they haven't. Thurman Thomas, yeah, Jim Kelly, Frank Wright took him, won a couple of playoff games. Andre Reed, that's crazy. Andre Reed, I think James Lofton was on that team. Bruce Smith, like that was a good team. Yeah. Steve Tasker on special teams, that was a good team. So I think Cowboys, it's no expectation, so it doesn't matter. Bills, definitely Super Bowl or bust. The Chiefs, I disagree with you because I think as long as you have Mahomes for the next 10 years, they're in the Super Bowl conversation. Yeah, so them not making it one year, you're not worried because you're like, we got Mahomes.
Yeah, they'll be
right?
fine.
We good. Yeah, we're good.
They'll be fine.
The Eagles are the interesting one because I don't think the NFC is going to be coming into this year. We're like, the NFC kind of stinks. They don't have a lot of quarterbacks, blah, blah, blah. I think the Eagles are Super Bowl or bust because how often do they, like, other than that one crazy run with Nick Foles, they're not a team that's, I guess Jalen Hurts is good, but they're not a team that's always kind of competing for Super Bowls. So when you have a chance, when you're the number 1 seed, they got to make it, no?
But here's my thing, though. With the Eagles, it's not like they just built this team. They traded for pieces, too. They made the trade for AJ.
Yeah, they went all in. They went all in this year.
Yeah, so that's why there are more Super Bowl busts than the Chiefs would be for me.
So Eagles Nation comes in with a super chat because he's an Eagles fan, and he's hedging his bets. So in case they lose, the Eagles shouldn't be looked at as failures if they don't make it. No one had them as a favorite coming into the year, even after the moves. But anything more than what they did last year is good.
Eagles Nation, you're lying because the second they traded for AJ Brown, they said, "Ooh, Eagles should win that division and compete to the NFC Championship."
As soon as AJ Brown,
then they got CJ Garner-Johnson on that defense. Yes. And it was like, oh yeah.
As soon as AJ Brown got traded, we had the topic or the Eagles Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, they had heavy expectations for the Eagles.
Yeah,
coming into the year, let's be honest. Everyone was saying it was the Rams,
but I don't think it's a bust for them though.
It was the Rams and what? Maybe we were kind of saying Green Bay or no, maybe
no Bucks. It was Bucks up there. We thought because the Rams basically, even though they had lost Von Miller. In my opinion, I didn't think they O-line.
All they did was, and they added Allen Robinson, right? They look like
Allen Robinson. So they was like, okay, they running it back. All right, cool. The Bucks, they had the same team. We didn't think the O-line was going to be like this.
Now, do y'all think the Rams is a bust?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. Because even before the injuries,
they were bad.
You can't even before the playoffs. Then the GM say he ain't worried about draft picks. I bet he worried about them now, ain't he? They worry about the draft picks. Worry about draft picks. Y'all can have them. We ain't worried about that. I bet you worry about them now, but hey,
Riley McKenna says the Eagles didn't go all in. They're still good on draft picks and cap room. Obviously, they want to win a ship, but they'll be contenders moving forward.
Bro, going all in doesn't mean doing what the Rams did and getting rid of every single pick you have for the next 15 years. They traded for, in a lot of people's eyes, a top 10 receiver. They traded for a safety who, in my opinion, is one of the elite safeties in this league. Y'all got all the pieces to help y'all win a championship.
One of the best offensive line in the league. A great running attack.
Y'all went all in. Y'all drafted Jordan Davis because y'all needed to give Fletcher Cox some help in that run defense. Like, no, y'all went all in. You didn't mortgage your future for it. Sad, Congratulations. You didn't trade your next.
Y'all about to make me change my pick. About to sit there and say it's bust for y'all, bro. Y'all better stop playing, bro.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys all give your final shout outs, but I will say this. If you're an NFL team and you're not thinking it's Super Bowl or bust, you're not doing your job. Ben, where can they find you at? Anything you gotta say?
Oh yeah, follow me on IG bband923. Got my own podcast and stuff called The Throwdown every Monday and Tuesday. Monday football show, Tuesday basketball show. Just did a basketball show yesterday.
And you got someone to do some artwork for you. You look good, bro.
Oh yeah,
your AI with your avatar. What is that?
Yeah, I did that.
You did that?
Yeah,
I didn't even know you did that.
I didn't know you did that, bro. I just thought you got somebody to do.
I might need you to do one for me. That was nice.
For sure.
I'll pay you for it too.
No, I won't. I will not pay you for it.
I'm gonna be in it. I'm gonna be in the building for that Giants game. That thing's about to be hectic. But
you're gonna be at the Giants game.
Yeah, if we got it. PC Wrestling is on the way.
It's on the way.
Shout out JD. Shout out Shaq.
It's official.
It's on the way.
It's in the works.
Wow, they did that over MMA. That's crazy.
Yo, remember, if there's ever a topic on classic wrestling, call me up because I know nothing about today. But classic, I'm in.
Me too. Yeah, classic, I'm in now.
Well, hold on. Before we go to the bottom row,
but the ones
we gotta love our super chats from the Eagle Nation. Cap. Even when the Eagles traded for AJ, everyone said they need to see what Hurts could do. And everyone said that the Cowboys were better because Dak was proven and Parsons was going to make them the best.
Why are you lying? What has Dak proven to be other than the black Tony Romo, the black Kirk Cousins?
What has he proven?
That's all he's been.
What the hell?
Why are you lying?
That said Dak, bro, like he's been proven before, bro.
Proven to lose. That's what Dak's been. Michael Parsons is a stud, though, but all Dak has done is proven you to lose. You're lying. Like, come on, man.
I think everybody picked the Eagles to win the NFC East. I don't know that anyone was talking about Super Bowl, though. Let's be honest.
Once they got AJ Brown,
we all were like, can Jalen Hurts run? We had Bama on here calling him the best running back, Adrian Peterson, right?
Yeah, Bama was OD, but that's Bama by itself.
Okay. G Baby, where can they find you at?
What's going on? Y'all follow me on my personal one, _G.baby22. Hey, follow the podcast. We have returned. We just had our return episode yesterday. Keeping it G _podcast. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Follow us on to Keeping It G podcast as well. Hey, we back, man. It feels good. Hey, PC Wrestling 2023. Catch me.
I heard last week. I heard last week you were throwing out your government name. You want us to throw that out this week as well, or no? We good?
I would like not to personally. I would like not to know my government name.
Even when I'm not here, I'm paying attention, y'all. Mookie, where they find you at, bro?
Yeah, follow me on my YouTube and my TikTok at Rated R Sports Debates, man. We cook just like y'all on the sports stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on the sports podcast as well. But yeah.
All right. Facts, Cash.
All right, D-Man.
Yeah, man, y'all follow me on TikTok, Instagram. My Instagram, D-Man Stay Woke, Low Key Sports Podcast. I drop content almost every other day, man, on TikTok. So if it's on TikTok, it goes straight to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So you go see me somewhere, you know what I mean, eventually. But it's up and coming, man. I'm solo dolo right now, but I'm always on TikTok live debating with folks, man. So man, you got me thinking about my TikTok name, D-Man Low Key. That's my TikTok name, and D-Man Stay Woke is my Instagram name. So
all right.
Check me out, bro. Check me out.
Appreciate it. Check out at sports_fluent. You can always find me at the Raptors game or tomorrow night.
Right Fluent. Kawhi, the greatest Raptor of all time, bro.
I agree.
I stand.
I know Hakeem Olajuwon. You made me forget what I was gonna say. Check out Fluent and Chill tomorrow, right here, 9 p.m. on Players Choice. We're gonna do the quarterback carousel in the NFL. And we have a special NBA guest. We're going to get you
now you're more fluent
in some NBA topic.
Okay.
All right. Later, y'all.
Eagle Nation or
All right, man.
All right, man. Stay up, man.
All right.